All right, guys. I am live. I am live. Just sitting here waiting for a few people to come in the live stream. Um, but yeah, I just found out some information. Um, I'll wait till other people get in here because yeah, the news I have is going to change the sighting of this graveyard. This graveyard is this graveyard. I found out from my eyes in the comments, which is David or Terry or Ancient, people like that. I found out that the dog I seen that night when I was in the graveyard was a hellhound. Because as I've said, I got across the road and I shined the light down there and I didn't see anything. So I was told by David that it was a hellhound. And anybody that knows about hellhounds, you don't play around with hellhounds. They can really hurt you. Uh, yeah, and then there's a big demon that's, you know, yeah, a big demon or a huge demon in the graveyard. So it's like, come here. But yeah, oh, sorry. But yeah, I just, it's gotten more complicated now. So it's like, you know, whether I want to see it or not, it's gotten more complicated, and I have to keep my eyes peeled more so than ever with a hellhound out there, and then a huge demon, and then the other couple evil entities that are out there. So I've got my hands full right now on this thing, and I knew there was something off the last couple nights, but knowing this now, it makes things more dangerous, as in certain ways. I'm not going to say that I can't go in the graveyard. I've been in the graveyard, and it's been quiet as anything. Like no, it was the night before last, I think it was, and it was quiet as anything. And, but yeah, I'm going to try to go out here and find this Mason's grave. I think there's two because the grave that is where the entity was. People like Rev and other people get headaches, they get other things, so we know there's something associated with that grave of why it's doing that. We don't know why just yet. Maybe we can find out today. And then there's another Mason grave that has the logo on it automatically, and we know anybody that knows anything about Masons are associated with an elite group. So we have to keep our eyes peeled, you know, because if they're associated with the elite group, that means who's not to say their family ain't associated with the elite group. And if that's the case, then that means they're still in town probably. And if so, then that means. But see, I got ears and eyes around me, so I should be able to. Not those kinds of eyes and ears. I'm talking about other kinds of eyes and ears. But yeah, there's times I find out things that shouldn't be known. So I'm not trying to gossip or anything like that. It's just, yeah, it's gotten serious over at the graveyard, and I don't know. Right right now is just I'm kind of. Mm, I know when I go over there today, I got to. I don't. I mean, I know I have to be careful, but it's not like at nighttime where everything becomes, you know, like I said, I'm gonna get ready and I'm fixing to head over to the graveyard because I want to find this Mason's grave and I want to do stuff like that. So I'm getting ready to head out so I can go over here and find this Mason's grave. Hey, if you want to come up, you can. I'll send you a link in the thing. If you would send David invite or tell him to come on to the YouTube channel because David, he's the one that told me about the hellhound. So I kind of need y'all to peel y'all's eyes back because now it's not only demons or evil entities, it's also a hellhound. Anybody that knows anything about a hellhound, it's gotten pretty dangerous right now. Which, even during the daytime, it could be kind of dangerous. I just have to keep my eyes and ears peeled, for any kind of sign that things could go bad. Let me get my umbrella just in case it starts trying to rain. Oh, what's up? Here, I'll send the link. What's up, Static? I'm sending the link right now. Y'all can come up on the panel if y'all want to. Let me post this in the. Uh, for those that don't know, uh, David told me what's going on in the graveyard. It's not only the two evil entities that I've dealt with, there's a huge demon over there, which makes matters even. I have to be careful, in other words. Uh, Also, the dog I seen the night I turned around, come to find out it's a hellhound. So now I've got to be careful each and every kind of way I go because the hellhound is on the outside of the cemetery and the demons are at the cemetery. So I've got a lot of stuff I've got to be careful of right now because it can turn dangerous in a second, and I need all you guys to hold on a sec. Sorry. All right, here we go.
Hello.
There's Static. What's up, Static? Can't see.
Static.
Kitty, kitty.
I'm wearing my new shoes on now.
Yeah, it's been a minute since Static's been on live.
How's it going, Static?
I'm good.
That's
I'm
good.
glad you seem like you're happier. You got your little devil's ears on. Uh-oh, that means
Yeah,
trouble.
yeah, I got my glow back.
Yeah, I see. Your face is back to normal color, and you seem happy. You know,
I am very happy.
I kind of figured that because after what happened, you went to a low.
Nubs.
It's like you went
Nubia.
hiding.
Yeah, I was like almost MIA for like 3 weeks.
What's up, Nubs?
Nubbies.
Hey, hey, Grassini, you come up, but yeah, you haven't met Static. That's Static. Nubs has been in here while you've been in here,
Nubs my BFF.
Hmm.
but yeah, I'm gonna send it again. You come up if you want to, Grassini.
Static is my buddy.
Grassini
Yeah,
is
yeah.
one of my best friends. I've known him for probably about 12 years or so, maybe
Oh,
longer than that. I don't know. Hell, I've lost count.
Don't we all lose count?
Oh, when you get up in years, you forget shit. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's easy.
You know how it goes. You forget shit once you get a certain age. It's like everything goes like straight in your brain and out your brain.
Yeah, all my kids' names are
uh,
different now. I call them all but
huh?
their name. I don't
Michael
know their name
McCullough?
half the time.
Oh, I ain't
And
sure.
the thing is, all my kids' name starts with
Uh,
R, so it's Ramiro,
uh,
Rayla, Rocky, and Robert.
yeah. Christine, you come up. Nubs, you can come up too if you want to. As I was,
Newbies.
hey Nubs, as I was describing, a kitten or static, y'all see him. Tell David S that I'm doing the cemetery he wants to be in here because there's a Mason's grave I'm going to look for.
Okay.
But he's the one that told me about the hellhound across the road I saw that night.
Mhm.
So it's like things have turned up a notch now, knowing there's a hellhound watching me. And then I've got three demons over in the graveyard watching me. And one
Mm.
of them's a huge demon. So I've kind of got to have my eyes peeled every night now I come out here, you know.
Yeah,
Because,
you gotta be careful with that.
yeah, if the hellhound gets a hold of me, that's going to be some real mess. Because, see, the hellhound can hold me down while the demons come after me, you know.
Yeah.
But as long as I don't show them fear, see, a hellhound, I would be kind of like with a dog. I'm not going to show you fear. So if you attack me, you know you're not going to scare me. So I lost count after seven. What did you lose count after seven?
I don't remember.
Nubs, what'd you lose count after seven on? Oh, hey, tell your girlfriend, hey, Nubs. She said, hey. Uh, I guess you ain't coming up, Christine. You gonna stay in the background? Well, let me go ahead and turn the camera around. Because this, as I've told everybody, this graveyard has a lot to offer, and actually, it's gotten more deeper than I ever thought it would get. You know, the thing about it now, knowing there's a hellhound, three demons, and see, last night, what was funny, I was on this road that runs right here. I'll show you. I was in the middle lane because I've always tried not to go in that right lane from here because that's right at the graveyard. But that middle lane, I felt secure in. So I was like, okay. Well, I start walking like I'm going down this way, and up in the graveyard, there was four sets of eyes that just flash at me and they're gone.
Mhm.
So, and then I seen two pair back behind those graves, which I'll probably walk out there. So I know it could turn dangerous, but right now I'm not really worried about it during the daytime because it's a little different at nighttime, because you can look one way and they can go another way.
Yeah.
Where during the daytime, your eyes can go all kinds of ways.
Right.
But yeah, when he told me that, I figured something was up because I'll show y'all exactly where I was standing when I turned around. That dog on this side, I'll show you the sidewalk, but the dog looked straight at me in the cemetery. Didn't run, didn't budge, or nothing, and it just started walking that way. Well, then it
Mhm.
was trotting, and when I got over here, I flashed my floodlight down there, and it was gone.
Yeah, I remember that. I was in the chat.
Yeah, that's the dog I'm talking about. That's the hellhound. So, but as you see during the daytime, it looks a lot different than nighttime. Daytime,
Mhm.
it looks plain during the daytime, and there's plenty of room, as you could see, in between the graves. At nighttime, it looks like it's all crowded up. But
Yeah.
this is where I was last night when I was walking this way, and I saw them off here.
Mhm.
So, but we're gonna go find this Mason. I know one of the Mason's grave is on this side. So, but yeah, I kind of wanted, if David don't get to come, I'll actually have him. But that's the one paranormal or uh past life had a feeling one night and that's the grave he brought me to. That's the first great major league pitcher of Alabama. But I know I'm trying to find that Mason's grave. I ain't trying to go through every grave. I'm just trying to find that Mason's grave.
David's here, Outlaw.
All right, hey David. Uh, that's not.
David,
Yeah, I told him David about the hellhound. I told him things got more. I have to keep my eyes more peeled at nighttime because of the hellhound, and then the demons being over here, the three of them. So it's kind of like gotten more. I
hey,
guess
David.
I guess you would say more dangerous, maybe. But you know me, I'm trying to play the good guy right now. But the demons can't force me to be somebody I don't want to be. They can attempt, but they got to go through God to get to me. So uh, I'm looking for that grave, David. I want to show you. All right, that's not it. That's a military. There's one of the military graves. He was in the U.S. That's that only Air Force guy, David. That's a nice grave too.
Dorius is here, Outlaw.
Oh, what's
Oh,
up, Dave?
Dorius. Yo, what's up,
What's
Dorius?
up, Dave? David. I'm trying to find that grave. I know that. Like I said, that Mason's grave is over here on this side. The one is, and that grave, David. You may have a point that big grave down there where I saw that entity maybe the other Mason, but I know there's a Mason's grave over here because I saw that sign and I was like, oh boy. When I seen it, I knew there was trouble already. Because if you see that sign, it's distinct. It's not like no other sign. Let's see. Nope, nope, no. Okay. I hope I don't have it backwards and it's over there. That might be the reason everything's so strong. Here's another one. U.S. Army, World War II, 1914 to 2005. Uh, let's see. I'm trying to find that grave. I know I'm gonna walk up and down each aisle because it's on this side. But you see how still and calm this graveyard is during the day. It's like nothing like nighttime, and y'all see how much space is in between the graves.
Hmm.
At nighttime, does it look like this? Really? Them graves seem to close in at nighttime. That's the funny thing about this graveyard. It seems like the graves were closing in on you. Uh, let's see. Would you say that guy's name was David? That was the Mason? Because I'm gonna try to find him. But that's gonna be after I find this other one. Let's see. Right, Daniel. Oh, there's a kinfolk of the Morton up there, the picture. Uh, oh, and one of my neighbors, I found out her aunt's buried out here too. And I've been seeing an old woman walk over in that direction. That was unique. I told her about that. Here's another Army guy, 1931 to 2007, SP3. Hmm, that's nice. Uh, Here's another Air Force. No, he was in the U.S. Army and Air Force in World War II. Turner is his last name. He was in both. Wow. Here's an infant. Wait a minute.
David
Oh,
said Neesmith or
Naismith. Okay.
or something like that.
And y'all look at this. Y'all tell me this isn't a grave. There's a hole right there, but yet this dirt's all the way around it. And then look how old the flowers are. I mean, I understand they do like dirt sites, but usually it's out towards the roads and stuff. Usually, uh, see, that's a child.
I think somebody was just buried there, Outlaw.
That's what I keep thinking. It may be in that little girl
Yeah,
because that
that's
little,
that's somebody that's already been buried there, and that's the dirt, and the flowers are on top now.
yeah. I'm thinking it was that little girl. I want to say, but I don't know
One
for
in
sure
Texas.
because we haven't got. Whoa! Are you trying to make a noise at me? I just heard you. You're not going to scare me, so I'm not trying to fight with you, but I heard you. I just heard you step. I'm not going to get scared and run, so you can step all you want. All right, now what in the? This is a grave site. What in the world? Hold on. Oh, that's just a picture grave. Look,
Fix it. Fix the flowers.
yeah, got some pictures even off of the track thing. All right.
That's what I do when I go to graveyards. I fix everybody's stuff that's knocked over.
Oh, I don't know where those go though. See, there's some. Well, no, that's laying right next to a grave, but there's nothing to hold it up with. I don't see.
Yeah.
So I'll just lay it kind of close to the grave, like kind of like this, since there's nothing really to hold it up. Just
Yeah.
put it. All right, that one. Yeah, yeah. Set that one up. That's in a vase too. Oh, that's like marble. Good God. That's
Yeah.
about 30 pounds of weight there. Ugh, good God. Who would have thought I'd come up on a marble flower bed thing? Good Lord. All right. That one's done. Let's see. Now we're in the back row. All right. There's a U.S. Army guy. Ridge. That's like one of the judges or lawyers. Yeah, folks, I think. I know that grave's out here. I seen that mark. When I seen that mark, I kind of U.S. Air Force. There's another one, Army Air Force. He was a combination. Uh, let's see. Oh, here's the U.S. Army, World War II. I just heard something step. Is this it? No. Nope, that's the Gumps or Crumps. Nope. I'm trying to find that grave. Good God. Hold on.
What tide's the wind there?
Oh, it became a pretty good wind and storm a while ago, like it did yesterday.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. All right. Let's see. Come on now. I know I seen that mark on this side of the graveyard. There's no way it swapped over there. If it swapped over there, then this demon's doing some big jobs, I'm telling you. Because I know I wasn't delusional. I wasn't drinking. Those are pretty nice. Those got the actual face in them. Let's see. I bet you anything. I bet you anything. It's going to be over there. Because I'm getting close to the end of these right here. Oh, boy. This is going to be bad. I bet you anything. 'Cause I was,
David said that was George. That was George William Bell.
where?
I don't know. I just now seen it.
George William Bell. All right, hold on.
Boston's here.
Hey, Boston. How you doing? Uh, Raymond. See, I knew something was up with that George because he you know, so it has to be back here. George is because see, he's like the ghost rider of the cemetery. Because when he's around, even with the hellhound, I didn't feel any threat. He's like a superpower. Let's see, Nell.
We're just hanging out with Michael here, Boston.
We're trying to find the Mason's grave. Uh, let's see. All right. Whoa. Okay, something just followed me because look, that was sturdy. That was just sturdy. I just picked it up and it was sturdy. It didn't move till after I moved down that way.
Yeah.
I know George is on this side over here, and I think that may be the little girl's grave where the dirt is.
David said the one you were looking at who was in the army.
Oh, the army back here, back here. Let me see if I can find it. Let's say there's some over here, army. George, right here. George here. George William Bill. He was a SSG, United States Army, World War II, 1918 to 1981. Yep, that's George. Thank you, George, for everything you do. I know you can hear me because I'm at peace right now. And when George invents and the little girl and his buddy stays down by the fourth bush,
Um,
but yeah.
Outlaw, Mommy Kitten's back.
Oh, hey, you want to come up? Okay. Okay, you want to come up? Let me know. Maybe here, let me send a link. Anybody that wants to come up can come up. I'm just trying to find. I'm trying to find this Mason's grave, and it was on this left side of the graveyard. Now, how it's not today is just amazing to me because it was up towards the front, and now it's not even there. So, and I know I'm not delusional. I know I was seeing a Mason symbol down there. Yeah. All right. So now let me check these graves out. See. No, that ain't got no Illuminati sign on it. No, no Illuminati sign. Let's see. I guess I'll walk down the back row first and do that one. And then we'll go, which y'all can see it's clouding up pretty good out here. But I got my umbrella, so it
There's
don't.
nothing in the chat.
Let's see. Okay. Where's that Illuminati sign? Or, excuse me, not Illuminati, Mason sign, which we know they're tied in together. So go figure. Yes, I know I'm on your side. I'm trying to just find something. I'm not talking to you. I'm just trying to find something. All right. Virgil, you. Oh, and I'm gonna show y'all this little graveyard. It's a whole separate graveyard. That's I heard a noise back here. Maybe we'll get to see something. All right. That's a nice one. Oh, that's an infant.
Hmm.
Hey, World War II infant. All right. This is the end of this cemetery right here. And this was always the kind of sign to me that told me something wasn't right. That part of the fence is that way. This fence is that way. But look right back here. This is a whole separate cemetery right here. There's 3 graves. You got 6 of them down here. Now, isn't that weird? Just right outside of another graveyard. And I'll show y'all what's back here to show you there. Really, anybody sneaking up on me is not really going to happen. That's a drop off down there. So if they want to go down there and come back up, that's fine with me. But I don't think anybody really wants to do that when I'm out here, because I'm all about serious games when I'm trying to do the paranormal, because you can't play around with it. And as I know now, it's gotten a little bit more serious with the hellhound, 3 demons in here. Yeah, it just got real, beyond real. I've got the hellhound stays on the outside of the graveyard, which George's friend stays by the fourth bush, so that may have been the reason he didn't. Oh, look, Army TNG Corps, World War One, 1896 to 1960. Wow, there's a lot of them. Here's another Army guy. Let me see. 1919 to 1969. Let's see. All right. I'm going to go up and down until I find this Mason's grave, the other Mason, because it was kind of a blackish grave, and I haven't seen it yet, so that's kind of weird. All right. Let's see. I hear you tapping on the grave over there. Tap all day. I don't care. I'm not here for you. The evil can go away. Like I said, I'm here about peace and love for the child. This one is Bradley. Hey, there's a Robert E. Bradley. Oh, that's his wife. Okay. Let me see. Well, that one's so old I can't see. 1942 to what in the world is that? I can't even read that. That what's going on, Sammy? Uh, I'm trying to find this Freemason grave, and anybody that knows anything about Freemasons, they know what group or elite group they're associated with, because there's even big stars that I like that are associated, but I don't like them for that. I like them because of what they do. Uh, oh, here's another Air Force, David. This guy, 1943 to 1997, he was an Air Force guy too. That's like, there was two with Army and Air Force. They were a combination. Uh, where is that grave? It was on the left side. Now I can't find the Joker. Okay, something's going on. This graveyard ain't all right anyway, but let's see.
Maybe it's only visible at nighttime.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because it's on a black grave almost like that. And I passed most of the graves. Good Lord, this one's 1883 to 1954. There's quite a few old graves. 1885 to 1887. Oh, 2 years old. No, 1987. My bad. 1890. Good Lord. Most of those are 1800s. Whoa! Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
It sounded like some kind of growling in a way.
I heard it. I heard a little
Well,
girl.
see, George, I know George is around me because I'm comfort, meaning I don't have chills or nothing like that, knowing something bad's around. So George and Vince and his other soldier probably with me. But the little girl follows George around because George, as I keep telling people, he's like the ghost rider of this graveyard. The other night when I got into it with the entity by that grave, which we're going to go close, but David or Dave or anybody that gets a headache when I go near that grave, tell me. And what I'll do, I'll try to read. I'll put the phone off to a grave behind it or something, and go up to it and try to read it. But George, he follows me, and that night he attacked the evil entity, and he kind of, when he attacked it, it kind of backed off, you know. So George is kind of like the Ghost Rider to me. I mean, I call him Ghost Rider. I mean, it's not insulting because, as you know, the Ghost Rider keeps evil away. Oh man, that's a beautiful grave. I didn't even. They must have just got this one. That's beautiful. And it's got that. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Let me pick this up. All right. I don't know which grave it goes to, but I'm going to set it right here by this one. All right. Whoa, they got the dates backward. Look at that. 1886 is when they, oh, okay, they got it upside down. 1866 to 1941. This one, 1867 to 1914. Wow. Yeah, some of these you can't even read. I'd have to literally, that one I could read. Huh. All right. This is a grave. I can't even read that. I mean, that's the literal grave. Uh, Come on now. I know you're around here. I know. I'm not going too close to that grave because I know David gets headaches. Rev has, and other people has. So I'm not trying to go too close to it. Like I said, I'll set the phone down over there or something and walk up, try to read the date because David thinks that's the Mason, but there's another one out here. I don't know where the grave went, but I know I've seen it on that right side and it's not over there. I went up and down each row. And yes, I know that's weird. The grave is not there. I know. Whoa, what a weird grave. And it's right here in front of that one. Whoa, okay. Let's see. All right, that's an infant. Whoa, that one's so old it don't have a date on it. And there's the top part of it. That's been down in the ground, and that one's about to fall over. All right. Y'all let me know if y'all see anything because I'm not seeing this grave, and that's weird as hell. I know I've seen this grave. All right, that's a U.S. Army, 1899 to 1942. D.D. Redis. Now this ain't normal. I know I've seen that grave, and you know me, I don't pretend to see things, guys. I don't. Y'all know that I don't put off as in I'm a psychic or anything. If I see something or hear something, that's like the night the wind was up real bad and David and them couldn't hear David, and I think Ancient was in. They couldn't hear nothing, but I was hearing all kinds of voices and stuff like that. And I was asking David and them if they could hear them. Nobody could hear them but me, it seemed like. So I guess they, okay. You can make that sound all you want to. I tell you what, I'm just going to cover an area. I'm going to come down here and cover this area. All right, U.S. Air Force. Uh, I hear like stepping in the woods right here. Like right up in there. I hear walking, and there's nobody back there. All right, we're trying to find this grave. I know it's out here. I've seen it. Literally seen this thing. And that was even with my light that I have. Yeah, I'm gonna go closer to it. Yeah, I'm gonna go closer to it, David. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna go to that one grave closer, and when I see the Illuminati sign, well, excuse me, when I see the Mason sign, which we all know what it is, when I see it, I will be sure to show y'all. I'm trying to find it right now though, and I don't see nothing. If it moved over here, I tell you what, that's gonna be weird because it was on that right side. Oh, here's another George. Oh, infant son of. Okay, never mind. Uh, let's check these two out. No, I don't have the. Okay, that one don't. Some of these things you can't even read. Let me see. No, neither one of them got it. I'm gonna check this one out. See if. No, it couldn't have been this one. No, it couldn't have been that one. Uh, all right. Come on now, show it to me.
What's that
Show.
noise?
Huh? Do
You
what?
hear it?
What?
Oh, and I heard something.
You probably did. I mean, as I tell people, I don't care if you're here during the day, night, or whatever. This graveyard is not like any other. It gives off so many vibes, and anybody that comes to do an investigation with me to this place, you will see this graveyard is not a joke by any means. It doesn't fail, even on a quiet night. I'm not going to go too close to it, David. I'm going to wait. I'm just trying to find that grave because I know it's out here. I seen the sign. I know exactly what that sign looks like. All right, is that it? If it swapped to this side, that's still going to be kind of like, okay, how in the hell did it get up out of the ground and move? That's going to be kind of like my. All right, maybe nope, not that one. Let's go up here. Mary box. All right. Now I know damn well this grave is out here. I seen it. What in the hell? I'm gonna go back over here because it was a black grave on the ground. There's no way that grave moved that quick. Because when I saw it, I backed up. I was like, "Whoa, okay." Let's see. No, no, no. That's almost close, but it wasn't no cigar. Um, Now I know darn well this thing is out here. Let me see. Check this grave out. No, that one's all right. Whoa! Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear like a? It sounded like a pig squealing almost. And there ain't no pigs around here. No pigs at all. Not
It
where I
doesn't
live.
sound good.
Let's see. All right. I know I came over here, but still, that's mind boggling that I can't find that damn thing now. All right. Show me the grave. I know it's out here. And if you're trying to cover up the sign, I will find it. Whether it's during the day or nighttime, I will find it. So you can uncover it. If you're covering it up, you might as well get away. I'm going to find out where it is. That's crazy. There's no hell. Come on now. Come on. I know I seen that damn thing. It's over here somewhere. You got to be kidding me. Uh, Show me the grave. Lord, if you're listening, which I know you are, please show me where this grave is that I saw. You know I wasn't delusional. Please show me the grave, please. I'm trying to show everybody that there is another Mason grave out here. and I haven't been able to find it yet. And as you know, Lord, there's the child, 1914 to 1917. Uh, okay, this ain't cool anymore. Why? I mean, there must be so much evil around that thing to where it's done blocked it. You know what I'm saying? Because as we know,
Yeah,
evil,
it don't want you to find
yeah,
it.
I mean, evil can block anything out, and we know this. And that's the reason I keep walking up and down here because I know it's over here, but for some odd reason, I can't find it. And it's like, I know it's
You
here.
have to you have to find it at nighttime.
Well, I mean, if I have to do it then, I'll do it then too. And they know I will. They know I'm not going to run. All right, that's not it. Come on now, show me the grave. I know it's around here. If you're hiding it, I'm just going to do a little something that may tick you off a little, but I'm not doing it on purpose. But if you're the evil one that's covering it up, I rebuke you in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. So leave, get away. George, if you're around, please just remove the evil, please, because I want to show everybody this grave. And it's like the evil is covering up this grave. And I got a breeze from George. That always feels good when it's hot. And as you can see, I am sweating. It's not cool out here. All right, we're gonna find this grave, guys. We're gonna find it because everybody knows I don't come to this graveyard and not get any kind of activity at all. This graveyard, I'm gonna put it blunt. Whoa, what the hell? Look right here by the dirt grave. Look at that. It's sticking up out of the ground. Is that your sign that that may be the grave? That wasn't there a minute ago, was it? Static? Anybody in chat? David? Boston?
What wasn't there?
Right here, this grave is sticking up out of the ground close to this dirt pile. I don't remember it sticking up like that.
That black one?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, but yeah, it
I,
does look strange, don't it?
yeah. It just something's not sitting right with it. All right, Carl, sir, if you're a good spirit, give me a sign. George is around me, so you can talk to me. But there's something about your grave, Carl, that's just not sitting right because I don't remember your grave sticking up like that. But there's no Mason sign on it. And that's the thing. I can't find this grave with the Mason. Oh, come on. I know I'll be able to find it. Lord, just remove the evil so I can find this grave, please. I know it don't like me saying that, but I can't help it. I need to find this grave. I need to show everybody this grave. I heard your footsteps behind me. And if that was you, demon, I'm just tell you like this: the Lord will handle you. And if George is out here, you don't want to cross the path. George will get you. He's like the Ghost Rider. I'm telling you. After the other night, that's the reason I call him the Ghost Rider. But I advise you stay back, or I will rebuke you. I'm trying to find something for my friends to let them see for themselves what I'm seeing. But right at the moment, I can't because it's not here. All right, I know. All right, let me. All right, what I may do, guys, after I make another round right here up in this area, I may sit down for a minute and like try to give George time to get rid of the evil. I may do that because, as we know, George is a fighter, or well, when he has to get rid of the evil, he can do it without any help, you know. So I'm trying to let things be the simple way, but it's like, you know, the evils obviously, we know there's more than one evil entity out here, but this right side right here where I am, it's always calm. And see, George is buried on this side of the graveyard, and I also think that's the little girl's grave. Now, Vince, I have seen a Vince, but I don't remember if it's over here. It probably was over here. Uh, all right. Ooh, that wasn't sulfur, but that surely stunk, though. Ooh, I know you're around because I just smelt your grave or whatever. Boy, what a strong smell that was. It almost smelled like somebody took a crap at first. I know nobody's been over there. All right, that's a husband, father. That's the army guy. That's Charles. Come on now. I know. All right. We may even sit there and try to get something to react to us because, as I know, I've heard footsteps and I feel like something's watching me, you know, from a distance. So I feel like they're out here. They're just not showing themselves. But this right side is the most peaceful side, and I seen that Mason side over here. What in? Oh, that's a cross. Look at that. That cross literally looks like it's been burnt. And I'll show you closer. Looks like it's been burnt.
Wow.
And there's nobody been over here but me. There's not even been any families that's come and seen their kin folks because I'm right across the street. I can see over here. All right. I know. All right. Now, I know. I know. I know. I know. Come on now. Come on. I know I must be getting closer because somebody's grabbing my vertebrae and it's starting to weigh on me. But you can try to drain me. I'm not going to give up. Come on. Show yourself. Show it. I know you're up in here. You can try to hide. I come back at nighttime. Don't forget that. I'm not going to fear away from you. I'm a warrior when it comes to coming back to do things. All right. That's not. All right. Oh, come on, guys. All right. I got to take my umbrella out because it's starting to try to rain again. All right. Uh, I got a New York umbrella, one of them big, heavy, duty ones. That way I won't get rained on. Or let me just say this to say this for Boston, a Boston umbrella. See, not a nice and big one. All right, that came close, but it's not exactly what I was looking. Come on. I know you're out here, so don't try to hide it. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Show me. Show me. All right. I think what we're going to do, guys, since it's not really showing itself right at the moment, and how I know that it's a for real thing is because if you watch my videos, you know I'm not trying to fake anything. I'm a big guy. Don't get scared. You know, something may catch me off guard, but I always try to find out what it is. So, I mean, it's just weird that it disappeared. Why in the hell did it disappear? That's my point. You don't want me to see it? All right. Uh, David, what I'm going to do, that grave right here, I know it affects you a lot of times. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my umbrella right down here by this grave, walk back up to this grave and see the date. Or I'm going to do it real quickly and then I'm going to back off because I know you get headaches sometimes. All right. This is the one. It doesn't have the Mason logo on it, though. But it may be because, no, it's. Did you say 1832 to 1897? And this is Neesmith, too. No wonder we've been feeling that. That is Neesmith. I can see it clear as day right now. And the other day, the last time I come out during daytime, I could not see the name or the number. So that is Neesmith. That is the first Mason. The other Mason is over here somewhere. But that is the Mason. The other one is over here.
Hi, JBD.
Hey, JBD. We found the Mason, one of them. That's one of them. The other one, it seems like evil is covering it up because I cannot seem to find it right now. But what we're going to do, even though it's raining, and I'm going to show y'all, I'm not kidding, it's starting to try to rain, but I got an umbrella. And y'all can see the thing's starting to get wet, but I'm okay. I'm going to sit in my favorite place where I do usually. We're going to see if we catch something. Y'all let me know if y'all hear anything. Any spirits want to talk, make a noise, or even make a sound? I wish them cars would shut up. But yeah, David, you were head on. And I'm glad we found that one. But the other one I want to find. But it seems like evil is so dark in here to where it's covering up the one I was trying to find. But you were head on, David. That is Neesmith. That is the Mason that you were talking about.
1832 to 1897,
Yeah,
David said.
that's him. And it says Neesmith. I'm going to show you again. Watch this. I'll show you. It says Neesmith. And as you know, go back to my first video when I came out here during the daytime. This name did not appear like it is. Watch. Neesmith. 1832 to 1897. It's THOSB. It's the middle initial Neesmith. That's him. That's the one that Rev gets the headaches by the grave. So that is the Mason. That's the one I got into it with that night then. But we're going to sit here and try to get something because, like I said, tonight, I really can't do one as late as I have been because of the simple fact. Wait a minute. I got a friend and his cousin was like a brother to me. I may call him tomorrow and see if he's off work tomorrow night, like, about 11 something. And his cousin, they said, was a suicide, which I don't believe it because the way the scene was set up, it had to be murder, meaning his wallet. They said he committed suicide, but his wallet was like 5 to 8 feet away from him. Now, it's in your back pocket. It ain't going to be 5 to 8 feet away from you. His truck was still running. And there's some other things like his gun wasn't in the proper place. If you're going to do suicide, your gun's going to be close to you, right? Well, his gun was at least 2 or more feet away from him when it happened. So if it's suicide, how the hell did your gun get that far? You know what I'm saying? I mean, things don't add up. But y'all can let me know if y'all hear anything. I'm gonna lift my umbrella up so the rain's not picking up. Oh, your Wi-Fi is acting up. Yep, that's Neesmith's grave then. And last night you said it was going off pretty bad too. I just seen something move back there where I'm pointing the phone at. It looked like a black figure trying to move behind the grave. All right, spirits, come talk to us. And I'll say this, Mr. Neesmith, we know who you are and what you were associated with. We know why you're an evil entity. Because anybody that's associated with them people usually turn out to be that way. They may play nice on the top of their skin, but behind and deep down in their soul, they're not nice people. But I'm going to go on record. Boston, you still in here? Sorry. Boston, you still in here? I know Sammy came in, but are you still in, Boston? Sorry.
I think she left.
Okay. I'll have to message her because, people, I'm going to go on record and say this. People like Boston, they're to me, Boston's big time. Meaning I look at her as a legitimate star. She has made her way in life, but she doesn't act like what's the proper word for me to say so YouTube don't try to ban me? Uh an ass, I guess you would call it. She don't act like that. And that's a good thing about it is you can talk to her
A degenerate.
yeah,
A degenerate is the correct
yeah,
word.
yeah. But she doesn't act like that, and that's the good thing about it, is she actually has feelings and she actually is a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And she's part of the fam. Did y'all notice how that cloud just darkened up when I started talking? We're going to watch that grave right there. That's Neesmith's grave. See if anything happens. So, Mr. Neesmith, are you the huge demon that the one I got into it with? I'm not trying to start anything. I'm just asking. Because you do remember, I'm going to say this and I'm going to be nice about it. Don't cross the line because George is watching. And George is not your normal spirit. He's done proved that once to you. But George has been a friend, so has the little girl, Vince. So if you want to have your party, do it around the non-spirits. The evil spirits you could do that around, but the ones that want to be free, leave them alone. And I'm asking you as a human being, as somebody with a heart, leave them alone. Don't try to pick on them. You know what we call that back in high school? A bully. You want to bully somebody that don't care or don't have the heart. Meaning they could turn their heart off and their mind off. Like right now, my mind is clear because I come into this cemetery knowing there is evil around, but I shut my mind off so you can't play emotional games with me. And I turn my heart off because I know you can play with my heart too. The only time my heart and my mind goes is when the little girl, George, and Vince, and people like that are around. But I'm telling you that to give you heads up. As I told you that night, I'm not going to run because I have no fear like that. And I know that ticks you off because that night you were, well, I think it was 2 nights after, wasn't it, David? That I got three growls in the face. And I kept telling you every time I got a growl in the face, So I think it was Mr. Well, no, that was back over towards trade school. And I know you wouldn't dare go over towards George's territory because George has got a watcher up there, and then he's got Vince back there with him and the little girl. But I do know who you are now. I know that you are a Mason, and I'm going to find this other grave, guys. I don't care if I have to come back at nighttime. Yes, I would call. I got to find a Catholic church tomorrow and ask the priest how much it would cost for me to get some holy water and also get some well, how much holy oil I can get, and just or holy water, excuse me, holy water, and tell them what it's for. Tell them I'm dealing with demons, and not me personally, but there are demons out here, and I kind of need to put some of it around that grave right there to kind of bend them in, because holy water seems to do that to them. They are very knowledgeable of what holy water is. I know a lot of people don't believe in holy water, but I'm telling you, my stepmom is a Catholic, and I love my mom to death. My mom, when I was a kid, she's the one, even though I lived the street life before I got up there with them or down there in Fort Rucker, Alabama. My mom is the one that gave me the mindset to do better. And plus, my family, Rolando Hope, Valerie Hope, Ito, Ricky, my mom, all of them, they gave me the mindset to do better in life and to graduate. And when I graduated, I called all of them and told them because they were my inspirations in life, you know. And now, at the point I'm at, my family is, you know, a big part of my life. All you guys are a big part of my life. Like David, like I'll say it a million times, Static. Like you've been a great friend, a family member. I mean, you really stuck by me and supported me. And I do the same for you anytime I can. And that's like David, Ancient, Rev, and people past life, people like that has been in the comment and didn't want to come up on the board that's seen and heard stuff out here to keep me away from stuff. But I'll say this when others, and even Dave is awesome at that stuff. David and Dave, when I got them two in here and Ancient and whoever else is like that in my chat, you know, I know things aren't going too badly, you know, because if they sense, like last night, I sensed something told me to back up. I don't know if it was George or maybe Vince, but something told me to back up. And even the night before or morning before, and I kept asking David, did you hear that? Or did you feel something told you to back up? And he was like, yeah. And last night I said, do you think I need to go home? He was like, yeah, I would go to the house. So I went to the house and we had the rest of the thing just talking. But this graveyard, anybody that's been in my chats knows this graveyard is not a joke. It's not one of these graveyards, you can run up and down in and know there's no bad in here. The first few times I came up in here, yeah, it didn't seem like there was any bad. And then bad started showing itself. So, you know, this is what I do at nighttime. And y'all can see there's no animals that's going to jump that fence. If it jumps that fence, hell, I don't want to be out here, you know. That's just being honest. But the opening over there where those graves are, you would think an animal would crawl out of there, but I've never seen an animal even crawl out of there. So is there so much evil to where animals won't even come out of the woods to come near you? And I think it all has to do with that one grave, Neesmith. You know, I really do. Because that's the entity that night that I faced. And now that I know that, you know, that's one of the Masons. But I just wanted to come. Well, I'm gonna try to find that grave again before I leave because I think it's important that I find it. What I saw that night on this side, when I saw that Masons, it was during the daytime. It may be on that video, but when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, because I knew that symbol already. You've heard of people. That's like on. I'm gonna tell y'all this, and y'all didn't know this. Um, on Instagram the other day, this guy added me, and I was like, okay, cool. A new guy wants to add me. He said, "Would you want to join the Illuminati?" I asked the guy. I say, "You say what?" Because I was trying to be sarcastic because I'm not stupid. I'm not trying to be the guy that goes from trying to be the good guy or have a heart to a conniving, lying person. You know, I don't want that lifestyle. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I mean, would you agree, Static?
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, you join that group, you're pretty much sacrificing yourself. I heard something. Did you hear that? Sounded like somebody trying to talk or laughing. Are you trying to speak to us or giving us a sign? Let me raise my umbrella. That's crazy. It just came from right over there and that towards the back. And that's where the little girl, was at first. Let me swap hands. Because this hand, it's like, I can get in there. Is David back on? David, are you back on? Kitten, you still in?
Yes, I'm here. I'm just eating my food.
Okay, eat your food then.
Huh?
That's good. That's good. Eat your food.
That that's what I'm doing. I'm eating
I'm
Oh,
chicken
eating
wings.
spaghetti.
yeah, JBD. Yeah, it's rainy. It uh I'll tell you the long story short, JBD. David has been my Dave. Dave has come in, and I tell Dave, he's my brother. I appreciate him coming in and support me. I mean, Dave is a good guy, a great guy, matter of fact. David, same way. Ancient, same way. Past life, same way. Boston, same way. She's a great person, great woman. Same way with Static. Same way with Kitten. We have a good family. And we have to stick together. You know, and the thing
Mhm.
is,
Mhm.
we don't need anything bad in our life because, like this here, David will tell you. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you. I'm gonna show y'all. I was sitting right here. Let me turn the camera around. All right, I'm gonna show y'all.
Kitty, was that you?
Huh?
I asked Kitty if that was
What?
her. I heard like a woman's voice.
Oh, there's a woman running around out here too. I don't know her name or anything. Yeah,
I didn't. There's no woman. I
yeah.
didn't.
David, didn't you hear the woman that night? I think you did. I know I've heard like a couple times, but I was sitting right here. I got up, turned around, and I'm gonna hold the umbrella the best way I can. Right here, never been no animals. I'm gonna say this first. No animals, even from out the back there out of the woods. No animals in here. No humans in here. There is a dog walking, and it looked like a real dog walking. As soon as I stood up and come like this, that dog looked me down. I mean, it was staring me down. And Nubs, I think Nubs saw it too. But when I got across the road, that dog shouldn't have been past that sign right there. I took my spotlight and shined it down there. There was no dog. And come to find out, David said that it was a hellhound. Anybody knows about hellhounds? Demons are bad. when you got a hellhound outside the graveyard, you got more trouble than you can ask for. But me being me and loving this graveyard and loving everything it throws at me, I still want to come out here. I still want to catch stuff. The only thing is now, when David is on, I can have him watch, and whoever's up on the panel, you can come up, Robert. Let me send a. But whoever I got up on the panel, I'm gonna have keep their eyes open. You know, that way, if anything, the hellhound comes around, maybe they can see it. If not, maybe I can see it again. But David and Dave and people like that have done a great job in the background. Ancient. I mean, I'm gonna keep saying that about them guys. Them guys are what kept me safe plenty of times because I've either not heard something or not caught something. And JBD, the night that he was doing his grill and it was making a god awful noise, and he showed us there was nothing there. As soon as he shut it, it started back. Well, JBD bent down, and I didn't know he bent down, and there looked like a face right there. And I was like, is that your face? And he lifted back up, and I was like, dude, there was just a face on the back of you. You know, but this graveyard has gotten more serious, but I'm not going to stop coming because that's what the evil wants me to do. It wants me to stop coming. It wants me to stop trying to share the truth and show people this graveyard is not a joke. And David can tell you, hey, David, JBD's been in here, and I think you've heard some stuff, hadn't you, JBD? You can come up, Robert. Robert's heard a few things. We've been caught, like Rail one night. We were over here in the graveyard, and her spirit in her house came through on my phone and a couple others. So it's like her spirit was trying to, I don't know, talk to the spirits here, maybe, or, whatever. And it was like, wow, okay. Because that don't normally happen. But that's the grave right here that the spirit, the Mason, the evil entity. Did you hear her laugh? There was like a laugh up in this area right here. Are you trying to laugh at me? That's okay if you are. That's cool. I laugh at myself sometimes, so you're not doing anything I don't do. This is the grave. Now we know. But I'm going to try to find this other grave because I really want to find this other grave. I know it's out here. Are you trying to kind of give me a sign you're here? I know you're here. I heard something kind of whistle real low. Are you still making noises? You can make all the noises, the boogeyman sounds you want to. I'm not going to get scared. And I'm here for a purpose, to have a heart and be here for that little girl and any spirits that need any help. Not for the evil ones, but for the ones that won't help. I know y'all don't like that, but you have to get over it. I'm out here for a purpose. I'm not out here for you. I know y'all are trying to scare me away. I'm not going to scare away. All right, now that this grave is wet, look at this. We couldn't read this grave a little bit ago. Look at this. You can actually make out some of the stuff on it now. That's weird how rain does that to some things. That's kind of weird. Huh. Wait a minute. Is that it? No. That's a black grave. There's one right next to it. All right. No. All right. Come on now. Throw it to me. Throw it to me. Hit me with the truth. And by the way, Mr. Neesmith, I did say truth. I didn't say a halfway lie or anything like that. Are you trying to talk to me? You can talk to me all you want to. Just don't do it when I turn my back on you. Talk to me to my face, please. I respect people or spirits that come to me. And the ones that are scared, I don't mind them coming up behind me and trying to talk. But I know who's trying to talk to me. You're not fooling me. All right, it says now I'm not on third shift anymore. Okay, all right, JBD, you know, brother, you've been here. You know how this graveyard is, but like I said, it's gotten more. I might have to have eyes like David, ancient, people like that, and paranormal. If you want to come in, I know that you go to bed sometimes, but you're up sometimes. I'll let you know if I go live. Kitten's always here, even if she's got school, and I appreciate that more than she knows.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
always here.
uh, but there's a hellhound, which is not a dog I saw, a hellhound. David informed me there is a huge demon out here, and there are the two other evil entities out here. So it has become, what would you say, a serious matter, but yet I know how to deal with it, you know. And like I said, the first thing is don't run. Even if they try to scare you, like last night, I was walking down this middle lane, and when I got over to this left side, there was four sets of eyes that flashed before me, and they vanished. And then there was two sets back there towards the back, just sitting there watching me. And you know those graves are kind of tall, so if that's a animal, that has to be a lion or something. There ain't no lions around here, you know. So I'm gonna find this grave. With God's help, I'm gonna find this grave. Come on now, show me the grave, Lord. It's done rained, wash away the sin. Let's get it going. I know you do that, Lord, and thank you for that. Thank you very much for that. I mean, you gave your only begotten Son for us, you know. And I know I have to. That's another reason I don't fear, because see, I've been close to death so many times to where I know God's got my back, you know. But I also know, and I tell George and them all the time, thank you, because they've had my back also, you know. George especially. I mean, he attacked the entity after I got into it with it, and it's like the entity settled down. All right, y'all guys, keep your eyes peeled, because I'm gonna go through every one of them again on the side, and if it's not showing, then yes, I know this is gonna worry some of y'all, but I have to do it at nighttime. I have to kind of be watchful, but at the same time, I have to. I just heard a knock on a grave. Did you do that? Yeah. Yeah, this graveyard is amazing, meaning it's thrown more at me than I thought it would ever. I mean, because honestly, I've lived here off and on since 98. I've lived in my apartment since 2001. I never, until the day I made that video, I never came to this graveyard. Never. Not once. When I did it that day, I came through. And I got the sense that I needed to do the paranormal here because something was awry, you know. So when I started doing this, like little things popped off at first, and then it got bigger and bigger, and now it's bigger. So yeah. But that's one thing that y'all will see. I'm out here by myself. There is nobody behind me. There is nobody, and I can show you, there is nobody behind me or side of me. It is me and myself and I. That is it. There is no Mr. T or Mr. Jones or, I mean, yeah, George and them follow me around, but it's like I'm the only one out here. There's nobody out here with me. Meaning, when stuff goes down, I'm the one that has to deal with it. And that's not always a good thing because it can be a very bad thing in some ways. Like with these evil entities and stuff, I have to kind of be careful, which, like I've told everybody, I'm not going to do what I did that night. I'm coming in peace and love for the little girl, which we still have no name, but we kind of come up with one, Angelina, I think it was, which there is an Angelina child that was buried out here, I think. Ain't that correct, David? But I'm out here for her, George, Vince, and the soldier that's usually standing over there. Uh, I'm out here for them guys and any spirit that wants help. Those are the ones I'm out here for. I'm not out here for the evil spirits. Now, I heard you that time. You were real close. Where are you? Give me a sign. Show me yourself. Talk to me, please. I heard you thumping up against a tombstone. I heard you thump up against another one. So give me a sign. Show me yourself, please. If you need help, speak into the camera. My friends on live or in the chat can hear you or see you. And I'm saying that because one of them will pick up something, if not all of them. Okay, that's a Smith. Whoa, what was that? Hey, Carrie. Did y'all hear that static come through your phone? Static. Did you hear that static come through your side? Okay. Kitten, did it come on your side?
Nope.
Hey, static. Huh.
Can
Yeah,
you
I
hear
can hear
me?
you. Did that happen on your side too, where static came out and it's like that's when you went down? Is that what you heard too, static on your side? Like it made static on your side and then it tried to go out? Okay, I think it's trying to cut us off. I don't know why. That's crazy. David, David has been messing with his Wi-Fi like crazy. I mean, seriously. Last night I was on that road and he said it nearly went out. And he was my eyes behind everything. And when I saw those eyes, I told him, I said, man, I just seen 4 pairs of eyes that flashed and they went away. And his Wi-Fi almost went out on me. And then he said, my Wi-Fi today or totally went out on me for a few minutes after you went over to the Mason's grave. Yeah, I kind of figured he was over there. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I kind of figured that. I ain't going back over there. But Carrie, we did find out that grave. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. All right, this grave right here is the Mason's grave. Look how blurry my camera got. Did y'all see? Look at it. Did y'all see that? Every time I stick my finger up here, it gets like it's trying to go out. But this grave right here is the one that the Mason Neesmith. And there's one over here I haven't been able to find, and I think evil has covered it up. So, oh, David, check this out. Look what's running across the field. As I said, there's not been any animals, humans, or nothing to come by this graveyard except for that one the other night. another dog, but it's an actual dog this time. So tell me if you get the sense that something was going on with that, or JBD, or anybody. Just let me know if y'all think the demon has that. Because look, it's hungry, but it's kind of like staying at a distance from me. And look, it's looking straight at me. Oh, here, I'll send you the link back. But yeah, that dog, that dog is literally looking at me, guys. It was staring me down like the other night when that hellhound was. Hold on, I'm sending the link. There you go. Anybody wants to come up can come up. But that was weird. That dog is still right there. It hasn't left. Look, it's looking at me, or it was looking at me. You see me, don't you? Yeah, I know you're trying to get in trash cans. That's a big dog too. So, David, is that one of the hellhounds or no? Cause that's a new dog. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna try to lay it out so y'all can see it. It's up on that trash can right yonder.
I don't know what happened. It kicked me out.
Well, the spirit is playing with us. See, there's a big brown dog, and it kept looking at me when it was over there. And it stopped and looked at me. What the? That's what I'm kind of wondering. I mean, it's hungry, but that's a big ass dog, though. Look at it. It's climbing the down bleachers. What the hell? Okay. Well, if you sent your hellhound after me, it's going to be okay. I'm not running. I'm not going to fear. I know you got one hellhound out here. Have you got two now? If you got two or three, don't worry. I'm still coming out here. You can have a whole troop of hellhounds come out here. Oh, and I forgot. George is also with me. Vince, his soldier, it stands at that bush. The little girl we don't have to worry about. But George, gave you hell that night. So I would kind of watch you sending stuff after me. Because if George sees this and he knows what you're trying to do, George might get kind of upset with you. And I'm telling you to let you know in advance, George is not to play with. You know that yourself. All right, I'm hoping we can find it, guys. I know that it's over here. I didn't dream it up. I know what that symbol is. And there's one on a grave over here. But I cannot seem to find it. It's like the evil is covering it up. All right. Okay, come on now. I know it's out here. Okay. U.S. Army Code. All right, Hayes. All right. Let me see. All right. None of them. Where's this grave, Lord? Or am I going to have to find it at nighttime? And yes, I know it's kind of dangerous with hellhounds being on the loose and also evil entities being on the loose. But I'll bring George with me just in case something pops off. And I'll keep my eyes open also. I'm not just going to run up in here and be like, okay. As I told y'all, whoa. Now, who heard that? Where'd that knock come from? Give me a sign where you are. I just heard you knock. And you hit like a tombstone. Whoa. Thank you, George. I can feel you coming near me. Is it because I'm near that grave, George? I'm not trying to go over there and stir up stuff. I'm trying to find a grave that's got that symbol. And George, if you can show me or at least point me to it, because I know it's out here somewhere. I've just got to find this grave. It's driving me insane. I can't find it. And I know it's on this right side. All right, come on now. I know something's got to be out here. Okay, I just heard. Whoa. Y'all see if y'all see a black shadow figure moving. I just seen one out the corner of my eye as I was turning towards this way. And it might have went back this way because it was kind of coming sideways. There's a rainbow, guys. There's a rainbow. Y'all see it? A rainbow. All right, we got to find this grave. We got to find it. Whoa, we can't be walking there. Falling in. All right, come on now. Show me the grave. Whoa. I think I found it. The symbol that I found that it was close like. Now you tell me. A Mason's symbol is kind of like this one. It may not be exactly like this one unless they did a kid's version of it. But this symbol right here is almost like a Mason symbol. Now, do you see what I'm not saying it's this grave, but that's almost like the symbol, is it not, David? That is what I'm looking at. Static, you know what it looks like, right?
Yeah.
Look, this is the symbol I was showing you. It's almost just like a Masonic symbol, almost. But there's another one that actually is, and it has like a A. You know, they have A's in them. But this one has a G in it. The one I saw was the Masonic symbol. It was the actual symbol. That that's a little kid's grave. That's not. Is that a kid's Masonic symbol or something? I'll show you closer. It's Masonic. This one is this a kid's Masonic? Because I know the grown-ups has like an A in the middle, and it has other stuff on it. But is that a kid's Masonic? Yeah, see that one. I told y'all. But there's another one with a grown up with the A in the middle of it. It's just like that almost, but it's got an A in the middle of it. It's like the big timers, and I knew it was. But hey, Rev, Rev, here, come up on the panel, Rev. I want to explain to you what's been going on, if you will, please, ma'am.
Nice picture, Static.
Yeah, Static's always coming up with some cool pictures, and so is Rev. Rev changed hers. JBD changed his. I like his too. David's, I like David's skull on there. But yeah, Rev, I got some stuff to tell you that David and us come up with, and we found out something. And I want you to kind of give your opinion on it. But see, I knew that was a Masonic, but I didn't know if that was a kid Masonic. That that's the first time I've seen a kid's Masonic. I know what a grown-up's Masonic looks like. But dang, I didn't know they put that. Pardon my French, but shit on that kid's grave. Hey, Critter, you can come up if you want to. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, David. But the one I seen, the one I seen had a big A in the middle, and it had other things around it. Like I know that's grown-ups Masonic. All right. Hello, Rev. Hello.
My little night crawler.
I got some note.
Okay, first of all, I need to clarify something here real quick, okay?
Okay.
Hang on. Hold on. Okay. The clarification that I need to make is, if it is a Masonic symbol, it will have a G. There are no children's Masonic symbols, period. People cannot be a Mason until they turn at least 18 years old.
Mm.
Okay?
Oh, sorry. Hold on. All right. No.
The G stands for God.
There you go.
The G stands for God.
Okay. But that's a Masonic, a baby Masonic symbol.
No, it is not a baby. There are no baby Masons. Masons, you cannot be a Mason until you're at least 18 years old.
Okay. Well.
So the person that is in that grave, his last name was Children. It's not a child's grave.
Okay. Yeah, because the one I seen over here that I think evil is covering up, and I'm gonna show you. Hold on, let me get my screen up big.
No,
All
it's a square. If it's a Masonic symbol, it is going to be a square and compass with a G in the middle. The G stands for God. Okay,
Yeah.
It's not geometry. It's God.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. I've seen the one I found that's another grown-up's grave. It was the same symbol, but it had a big A in the middle and some designs around it.
Can you find it?
That's what I'm saying. The evil, even David and them, I've told them the evil must be so big around it to where I can't find it. It's on this side of the graveyard also.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
he's been out here for an hour and 42 minutes trying to look for this grave to show us.
Yeah.
If you have any questions about anything Masonic, please ask me, because I'm a Mason. My husband's a Mason. My father is Mason. Both my grandparents were Masons. So if you have any questions.
Well, let me ask you this. What's the difference between the Masons that are with the secret society called the Illuminati and
they are not part of the fucking Illuminati. You can just drop that right now. Drop it. Okay. They are not part of the Illuminati. The Illuminati,
Okay. I'm asking because
the Red Cross.
We know that Shaq, which is
Masonic.
You know.
No, there is no association whatsoever. Nice finger. There is no association whatsoever between the Illuminati and the Masonic Temple. Period. End of sentence.
Okay, but the reason I was asking, and I'm just asking, is because
the Illuminati is a completely different thing. It's a completely different organization. So believe me, if there are Masons in the Illuminati, then they are not Masons.
Okay. Well, anyway, this grave that you told me not to go near, David in the comments kept saying that he thought that was the Mason that was buried here first, or whatever. And come find out it is.
Yes, it is.
This guy, that's where the evil entity was right there.
That doesn't have anything to do with him.
Well, I'm just thinking it may be him, though, that's causing the ruckus.
If it is, then he went over to the dark side of the force, and he was no longer a Mason.
Okay. Well,
but you have to be in good standing to be able to have the Masonic symbol on your
all right. This right here, where I normally sit, I'm gonna tell you a story, and maybe David told me what it was. I got up one night. I came over to the graveyard. Everything had settled down. It was quiet as anything.
That's why I jumped on.
All right. Anyway, I got up. I walked right here, and I stood still. There was a dog that was walking right up the sidewalk here. Well, I got across the road, and that dog, there's the other dog right there. And that may be another hellhound. But anyway, that dog shouldn't have been past that sign when I got to that side of the road. I spotlighted down there. It was gone. Well, David had told me that it was a hellhound that I was seeing. So now I not only have, oh, and something else, there's a huge demon over here, or evil entity, I'll say, and plus
Please.
the other two. So I don't know if they
Okay.
called in a backup or something. I don't know. But now I got to deal with a hellhound across the road. So, like I was telling everybody,
I don't know about all that.
I need all my eyes in the back. You know, that can come. I mean, David's been watching out. Carrie's been watching out. Ancient's been in. Dave has been in every now and then. Which, like I said, I appreciate all y'all just coming in for a minute. You know, I know everybody has their own life, and I know that. You know, I appreciate everybody that does come in. Or look, that dog just, I mean, it was staring me down a little bit ago. I was like, wow, okay. And as I told you, Rev, no animals come around this graveyard. It's weird as anything
Not
that,
that you've seen.
well, I mean, during the daytime that I've been over here, that's the, whoa, he's checking me out. What's up? You want to come talk to me? You're
It
staring
very
me
well
down. I
could
see.
just be a dog.
I know, but I'm saying I'm keeping my eyes open because I know the demons are around. Oh, excuse me, evil entities are around, and that's the reason I have
Yeah,
to
that's
keep
just
my
a dog.
eyes. Yeah, but I have to keep my eyes open on everything because of them calling in backup, and we know it's backup because last night. This is going to kind of creep you out from what I've experienced, but right here I was on the center lane. I didn't come into the cemetery. I I was walking down and I was on the left side over here. And as soon as I got so far off to the right here, there was 4 sets of eyes that appeared before me and disappeared in an instant. And then back here, there was 2 sets of eyes behind the graves over here. So it's like they were watching me, but yet the 4 eyes that appeared before me, I was like, wow, what was that for? You know, you, I
Right.
mean, I mean, I'm still mind boggled about that one, but the other 2, I know they're lurking after me. I mean, I know that. But like I tell people, when I come on this side of the graveyard, I'm at peace. And I think that's because of George and them. And
Yeah.
I wanna
No,
go ahead.
whatever is there behind that one grave, that doesn't have anything to do with the grave itself. It just has to do with the location that the entity that decides to manifest itself.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
The gentleman that's buried there doesn't
He's
have
a
anything to do with
Mason.
it.
Okay.
It's just simply the location.
Okay. Well, I went back there to the graveyard and showed them the other graveyard. So I showed them that
Yeah.
today. And then, but like I said, I don't know. This last 2 nights has been weird because David's internet, like even when I walked right here last night in the center lane, David's internet nearly went out on me. So I was like, oh man, my eyes behind the scenes are not there. I'm like, wonder if these 4 sets of eyes appear right in before me. And then I got the entities over here to the right of me. Beyond that, I'm like, what is going on? I was kind of confused because the 4 eyes just showing themselves. I mean, what could that be saying? There was 4 sets of them disappeared and disappeared.
How high up were they?
Well, let's put it this way. I'll show you. I'll go in the center lane and I'll try to give you a good description. Because I know David said he saw a huge demon back here or entity besides the 2 that was already here. Like
Well, were they?
It was kind of at an
Were the
angle.
eyes
They were up,
your eye level, or were they down lower?
no, they were upper. They were like
Okay.
at the top of that wood from the ground here, and I had to look up.
Okay.
So what could that have been?
It could be any number of things. It could have been. Was it in? Did it look like it was in the trees or near the trees, in front of the trees?
Oh no, it just there was. It's like they were surrounded by light. There was four pairs of eyes surrounded by a light, and then it just disappeared.
Okay. Well, without having had seen them myself, honestly, it's hard to say. I mean, it could be anything. And I'm the first person to try to debunk anything. I'm not automatically, oh, it's a spirit, oh, it's a demon, oh, it's I try to debunk everything before I call it what it is, unless I know for a fact that it happens to be something. It could have been anything. It could have been a reflection off of, owls or something in the trees or something. I don't know. I didn't see it, so I don't know.
Yeah. But we did find George's grave. George's grave is out here. I'll show you George's grave.
Yep.
Let's see. He's back here and towards the back. And that's funny that I keep saying that I see movement in the back,
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Where's he at? I think he's down here at
right,
this
Carrie. It might not have been animals, and you make a good point there, Carrie. But like I said, honestly, I have no idea what it could have been. I wasn't there.
There we go.
So.
There's George William Bell. He was in World War II.
I'm gonna jump off here, you guys. I love you, Static. Rev, my little night crawler. I'll see you later if you're on tonight.
Okay, sweetheart.
I appreciate it, Static, and
All
you
right,
have a
love
good
you
night.
guys. All right, bye.
Love you too. I'll probably be on tomorrow night, like I said, because tomorrow I got to get up and go get my scripts, so I kind of get some sleep. But that's the reason I'm doing this now. That way I can have something done.
Okay, Rev, I'll be looking for you tonight.
Right on.
Y'all have a good night, or you have a good night, Static.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for coming. All right. Oh, Hensley's in here. What's up, Hens? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, things just last couple nights, it's not been like any other, and that's like the wind and the rain has been real heavy. So David hadn't been able to really hear, or anybody, because my umbrella been. But I've been hearing like people trying to talk. People. I mean, I've had three growls in the face up towards the trade school. Well, one up there, one down here by the sign, and then I think there was one over here towards the graveyard. So I've had all three of them try to rush me. So I don't know what that could be, Maybe it was the bad ones trying to draw me in, but like I've done explain, the night that everything happened, whoa. All right. But yeah, the night all that happened, like I keep telling the entities, I'm not out here for them. I'm out here for the little girl, to help other spirits that need help. And to, George and Vince. And we got a new soldier that stands down here by the fourth bush. And him, I mean, any spirit that wants help. I'm not here for the entities. I'm not here to let myself go again, because that's not what I started my channel out as, and I'm not going to be that person. So, but yeah, things is just last couple nights gotten real weird. And then that's when David told me about the huge demon, which that's when all that stuff started happening last night. And I was like, wow, okay. And it's like, every night that I felt like something was watching me. Of course, last night it got stronger, like something new was there. And and I, at a point, I was standing over by the sign, and something told me that I needed to back up. So I asked David, I said, David, did you feel that same thing? And 2 nights in a row, he felt the same thing. I said, should I go home? And last night he was like, yeah, go home. So I went on home, but I backed up until I got about trade school. Because as you know, nothing real bad's happened up towards trade school. It's like Georgia's keeping this area, blocked off from anything real heavy happening. And it's just, I don't know. And it's like I know the entities want me to fall into their traps, but that's the reason I asked whoever's in the chat or on the live, did y'all hear that or did y'all see that? Do y'all feel like I should go across the street? I mean, because like I explained the first night after all that stuff, or the first time I come back after that happened, I didn't come back that night, the next night. But like I told the entities, I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to fuss with you. I'm here to help the other spirits, be here about love and stuff like that. It's just, I let myself go that night. And that was a downside of me, but of course I know I stirred up something I shouldn't have. And like I told everybody on live, I was trying to let things cool down because I know eventually they will cool down. Because you ain't only got George out here. You've got, God himself watching. So, I mean, if God don't want something to happen, it's not going to happen, regardless if an entity wants to do something or not. And God may let the entity test you and see how far or how strong your faith is, that's why I believe. And I may be wrong. I'm not going on record and say that's the way it is. I just, like I tell people, I shut off my mind when I come over here. I shut off my heart. That way, the bad can't draw you in if they don't have anything to draw you in off of. That's like I clear my mind every day since then. I clear my mind, clear my heart, and just come over here like I did from day one with a good purpose. And that's who I want to be. I want to be the guy that started out walking through the graveyard, not, getting upset because an entity is trying to, upset me or something. And I know my channel could get boring sometimes, but this graveyard is what keeps it going strong. And you don't know how blessed I am to be around this graveyard and be able to come over here. As much as we've seen and heard, I mean, anybody can try to debunk it, but even you've heard stuff, Rev. I mean, anybody that's really been in my chat, it's either caught something or heard something. Is that not close enough to what I'm trying to say, I guess?
Yeah, there's some stuff out there. There is. I mean, I can't confirm nor deny, what it is, because all I can tell you is what I see and
yeah,
and what I hear. I hate speculation. Speculation is the most annoying thing on the planet to me.
But
and
that evil entity,
just,
do you see that down there by that fence? It looks like something peeking around the corner up at the top. You see that?
I can't see a thing.
Let me walk out here. Maybe it might disappear before I get out here. But it looks like something peeking around the corner, like a white mist or something white. There was nothing there white before. What the world?
Did you see it through the phone or with your eyes?
I seen it with my eyes. And now all I'm saying is
I just wanted to check because. Right. Okay.
No,
cool.
It was like something.
The reason that I was asking is because there's a little bit of lens flare going on.
Yeah. It was like a white. All right. Like here's the fence. Like turned sideways. It was like something was sticking its head through one of the bars or something.
Okay.
I mean, I could kind of believe that because that other graveyard being on the outside. I'm still skeptical about that graveyard. Because I just don't understand why you would put a graveyard on the outside of a graveyard. Especially with a fence.
I have no idea.
that has plenty of room, as you guys can see, plenty of room. You could put them in here. You know, even up on front right there, there's plenty of room right there in that front section, or plenty of room on the front up here. I mean, you got spaces that you could put them in, and I just don't understand that. It's,
Well,
I don't know.
it all
It's
depends
still
on
my,
whether or not they were put there, but before the fence was built or after the fence was built. You know.
well, see, those graves were after most of these in here. Like, if you go back here, most of these graves were like 1800s, like early, like middle to late 1800s.
What's the dates on
And
the ones that are outside?
those out there are like 1900s. And that's the thing, why they would even do that, because you know this graveyard had to be built before that one. If these graves were older than that one, you know, I don't know.
Okay. Just curious. You know, you know me. I ask a lot of questions.
JBD, yeah, they're lurking. I know they're lurking. I mean, but like I said, when I walk places in this graveyard, I know George is close by, whether he's behind me or even a few feet behind me or whatever, or across the street. He's always watching me. And as I'm going to go on record and say again, I believe George is like the Ghost Rider. He he takes care of the evil. And that night that happened, you know, he kind of went over there to the entity and they got into it, and then things broke off smoothly. You know, it's like George said, "Hey, this is the way it is," afterwards, and it was calmed down. You know, it wasn't trying to or draw me in as bad. And then that's when the little girl put her hand on my back and everything went peaceful. That was me going from angrier than probably almost I've ever been to calm as day, and then George coming over doing the same thing and being even calmer. So I know they're real. I mean, anybody, and I'm saying for the viewers that may watch this afterwards, the ones that may say, "Oh, he's just making it up," there is no makeup in this graveyard. Anybody who's been on my chat has heard voices or they've heard laughter. I mean, and nobody is around. So you explain to me how nobody's around, but yet there's laughter. The nearest houses over here is nearly about a half mile from me. Then my place is even across the road, probably 3 football fields maybe from me. So you're not going to hear those people like unless they're screaming to the top of their lungs. And I don't think those children are going to get laughter like we get over here, you know, like PLE heard that night when I was walking off, the little girl laughed behind my back. You know, I mean, things like that, you know, are real because you can hear them yourself, you know, or you don't hear them then, but you hear them other times, you know.
Yeah.
And me being in this graveyard, there is nobody here. When I come here, it's me, myself, and I, and it's these spirits and these entities that are here. There's nothing else here. And I'm going to tell you, I could walk around this whole graveyard as I have at nighttime and show people there's no animals in this graveyard. And any time before now, there's never been any animals up here, even at nighttime. So it's just kind of crazy that, you know, I don't know if that's a sign to, yeah. It's like everything has a purpose, and I don't understand the purpose, but maybe I'll be shown. And that's the reason I keep coming back, because there's unanswered questions. Like, you know, the little girl, I don't.
Yeah. I think Captain Critter might be in the basement, Mike.
In the basement? Oh, okay. All right, sorry. Bring you up, Captain.
Ooh, Captain
Critter. What's up, Captain?
Hey, I'm just sitting here waiting to debunk everything on the Mason's side.
I wish it was that easy for me being out here. I'll show you. I'll show you Captain Critter. That way you can see how weird it is.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
So what do you got? What do you want to say, babe?
Well, I mean, number one, I can't change somebody's feelings they felt. That's an individual purpose. You can't change that. You can't change what you think. Um, I was here to specifically address um, uh, Masonic portions of this podcast.
Okay.
Versus the Illuminati. Tell them what you told me about that, because I couldn't verbalize it at the time, hon.
Well, number one, I am a master mason.
Okay.
Number two, I am a 2nd degree Scottish Rite Mason. If you think there's more secrets above that, no. The 33rd degree is basically an honorary degree that is bestowed upon people who actually have completed a lifetime of service. So,
Okay. Do you hear something moving? I'm sorry to interrupt you, Captain, but do y'all hear? I'm on.
Do your thing.
I just hear the trees.
I just heard something like it was walking back here. But these are the graves. There's these 4, and then there's 2 little ones, and then say 1900, 1920, 2006, 1908 to 19. See, they're all beyond 1900s. And most of those in there are like 1800s, and I don't understand that, why you would separate something that was.
The biggest.
Sorry, go ahead.
Don't know.
Can I interject? First off,
Please.
The fact that somebody's actually attending to the graves is a big thing.
Yeah. I'm just confused how come these graves came after, like, if you walk through this graveyard, the majority of them from like 1800s. So,
And
do they have similar names on them? Like last
yeah.
names? Are they different last names, or are they
No,
similar?
Ewan. See, like Ewan, there's a set of Ewans down here. There's like 2 or 3 places where Ewans are. Then this one I hadn't
I was
really
just wondering
seen.
if it was like a family.
Well, it still confuses me because, I can understand now. See, here's one, but even this one is like a late 1800s compared to those. Most of those are like early to mid 1800s. So meaning, they had to block this off with something before then. And it's just kind of weird. They set 9 graves outside the graveyard.
They had places to plant them.
Yeah. I mean, the reason I get confused is because there's plenty of room in here. And that just kind of mind boggles me. Like, there's spaces right there that's not even taken up, I mean, it just confuses me. And I thought it was kind of awkward that they did that, I mean, they might have had a purpose for it. I mean, somebody else might have bought that little piece of land and set those graves over there, I mean, that might be another purpose.
Well, number one, you're actually not finding multiple graves on top of each other, which was very, very common back in the 1800s.
Yeah. But half the stones are broken to where you can't even read them or something
that's
like
just time. Yeah.
Like that right there. I mean, they're all over, like up front. I mean, you can't even read them. And that's the weird thing about them is nobody ever tried to at least get a replacement of the same sort, and put it out there.
Number one, if there's nobody of the lineage that wants to replace it, it's not going to
happen.
Okay.
I mean, when I die, my headstone is going to be my headstone until it withers away.
Yeah, that's true.
Until I kick the bucket.
Well, they could just dig me a hole and bury me over in there and put the dirt back over in there. Hey, that's the simplest way. And just put a little note up there to where it don't rain, don't wash it away. This is where outlaw lies. I mean, I think about that every day, because the way some of these funeral homes, there was a funeral home in, I want to say Ohio. Did y'all see that? It's on YouTube
Mhm.
even. There was one in like
Yeah.
Ohio. They let the body stay in the funeral home even after they left. And cops and
Yeah.
everything like that had to come in and literally remove the bodies because somebody, I think, was doing a paranormal investigation or something and they found all that stuff. I mean, that's got to be creepy to walk up on a dead person just sitting there that may have died 6 months ago and they're starting to kind of reek. But yeah, it's like, and it goes down a little bit down in there. But this is the most awkward one I've seen. I don't know, but I get a feeling that little girl may have been buried here. You know,
I don't
I
know
don't,
about
because I mean, they still do that where they throw them over and just throw the dirt on top of them. So, I mean, it's not a great practice as we know, but there are people that do that. I mean, we all know that. There's, what should we say the word so YouTube don't ban me? There are evil people in the world. I'll say
that.
that. There are evil people, and I'm tired of seeing this one group on TV and stuff. There are evil people in every race there is: Chinese, Japanese, white, black, Mexican, Chinese, whatever. I'm tired of hearing it's only one color that's racist.
Well, no, I mean there's a whole lot of white people that are racist as well.
Right. And I see, me being in this town, I'll tell y'all, me being in this town, I've been carded being on a payphone now, talking to somebody, and I get carded. Then I was walking, doing my nightly walk back then. I got carded. Well, one day I was coming back from the grocery store, got carded. I've been carded so many times for the stupidest stuff in this town, and I've got to try to make it back to the house because these spirits are draining quickly because my phone just got low battery. But I'm gonna
Right.
turn it around so we can talk better. Let me turn it around. But yeah, um, that's the thing about this town. I mean, there's a couple cops I can actually talk to, but I wouldn't call them friends. I just talk to them every now and then. I don't talk to them all the time, but you know, that's the thing. I've been discriminated. I grew up in the ghetto. When I say ghetto, we ate we ate what we could get. Back then it was the welfare, eggs, milk, whatever we could get. That's what we ate on. When I grew up, I was always discriminated against. It didn't matter if I was in school, but see, I always laughed at people like that because me growing up, I was friends with every color there was. I love every race. There are just a bad bunch in every race that I can't stand. That's not being racist. That's just point blank. There are bad people in every race. And I love every race, but show
I
me that
give
you're that
you
evil
that.
person. I don't want nothing to do with you, you know? But go ahead,
I'll be right
Kat.
back, gentlemen.
No, the biggest thing is that I've had friends of every race. I speak Spanish. I can communicate with people who don't speak English. I
Right.
I speak 7 different languages, so I just like throw it at me. I might understand it.
Yeah.
And the thing is there's assholes,
There you go.
in every race. It doesn't matter where you're from, what you're doing.
Right.
The problem is right now, the world is looking at us as we're kind of the big butthole, and that scares me.
But you got to look at it like this too. There's a lot of countries that are seeing our point of view, as in China started all this with the corona, and a lot of countries like I think it's England, people like that have backed us, like Israel. People that truly back us, they're looking at it like we are. Hey, these guys are the ones that sent it out. These guys knew about it, but did nothing to stop it. They wanted their people to go in and out of their country. Why didn't you stop them if you knew about it? You were trying to get it out.
And okay,
That's my personal opinion on that one.
well, I mean, first off, you know me as a skeptic.
Right.
I'm going to challenge your opinion. So my question is to you:
Mm-hmm.
how did Europe infect the United States, and how did the United States stop it from coming from China? It first
Well,
off,
there were still people traveling, people like upper people that had to travel on their business. Like, they were still traveling. But another reason I know kind of about this is because one of my friends, he's from Canada and he's on my Facebook, but I can't expose his name because,
that's fine.
there's certain things. But he told me back in it, he used to work with scientists under the ground, and he knew about this virus that the United States had at the time, and it was like a 70-year virus in the making. And when they sold it to China, that's how all this got started with the virus. So it was originally in the U.S., but the U.S. kept it, I guess you would say, locked up. But then when the money figure came into it, they were like, okay. And they got rid of it. And he said when he found out about this, that he was gone. He quit.
Okay.
Left them.
My next question is: you
Yes.
take one of the best economies in the world,
Right.
and you're going to introduce a virus to tank the damn economy.
Right.
It- there's right before an election, there is no good in that.
Right.
To me, this is, oh, if we had the virus and we released it, there's no reason that we actually had to do so,
Right.
because
Money
it
is big.
gains
Yeah.
nothing. And it's like 15 pounds on the head, just like crunk, crunk, crunk. I mean, somebody's hitting us with a mallet, and it doesn't make sense.
Well,
Uh,
let me ask you this, Captain Critter. I know you're a skeptic, but let me ask you your personal opinion on this one. All right. Do you believe at the moment we are now that certain societies are trying to form the New World Order?
it, actually, no. And here's why.
Okay.
Do you want me to go into a 5 minute rant here?
Yeah, Captain, you can say whatever. We're just talking now. I mean, I'm out of the graveyard, so
All
I
right.
can't help it.
First off,
Yeah.
the New World Order, as everybody likes to call it,
Yeah.
is lizard people, Illuminati, the Freemasons, and everything else. Um, first off, Illuminati is not Freemasons.
Oh,
Freemasons do not control the world. Now, if they did, I would not be driving a smart car. Okay?
okay.
Uh, I'm a Freemason myself. Uh, I understand what the principles are. The Illuminati are more of Rosicrucians.
Yeah.
which is something entirely different. The deep state does not exist. Um, I'd like to tell you why I know that, but I can't.
Yeah. For personal reasons. Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's here, past life explorer. Where are
Yeah.
you at? Yeah. In my former life of what I used to do, there's no deep state.
Okay.
It's we're sitting here in a cauldron. And that cauldron is basically you stir it one way or the other. And from this, I just watch it dividing people left, right, and center.
Right.
Um, and to me,
Yeah.
that stinks.
Oh, yeah.
I want to bring people together. I want to bring light to the world. I want to bring truth. I want to bring honesty. I mean, that's part of my oath.
Captain Critter is cool.
Kitten has a question or something for you.
Yeah, he is.
All right.
All I just
I
said
think
he's
I'll keep him
cool.
around for a while.
You better take him and fly him off, and y'all fly over here and do this graveyard or something.
Well, I mean, the next place I might be flying is like Yellowstone.
Oh, Yellowstone. I've heard.
Or my place in Colorado.
Yeah. Isn't that one
I
of the
refuse to get in an
most
airplane.
active volcanoes?
Huh?
Hey, Captain, isn't that one of the most active volcanoes still?
Yeah, it's a caldera.
Yeah.
So, yes, Yellowstone is a caldera, which is basically a piece of land that's over a volcano.
Okay. That's what I've always heard. It's the most active volcano. If it erupted, it could do a lot of damage, more so than most of them.
Oh, yeah. You want to see Mount St. Helens again?
Yeah, nah. I remember that in the 80s, and
Jesus, Outlaw, how old are you?
huh? Do what, Cap?
I did. Well, how old are you? Only because I'm sitting here going, that's 1981.
I'm 43.
Okay, so you were tiny, but you can remember it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was all over the news. Everybody was talking about it. And back then, as I'm going to say to the millennials, we did not have social media. We didn't talk like that. It was the news, and if you called your kinfolks, that was it.
The best we had in like 95, maybe 96 was BBS.
Yeah. Right. And that's the thing I always say. Maybe got a taste of what we had to go through, as in the way we communicated back then. Maybe they would understand what hard communication is.
A hard line? Yeah.
Yeah. And and a lot of millenniums think everything should be handed to them. Back when we were kids, my grandfather would go to work doing electrician work, and first thing he'd say, "Y'all want to go to work?" It wasn't a question of, "Oh, are we going to sit at home?" No, we're going with you, Papa. It's like we were always wanting to go to work with him because he taught us that mentality. When you're offered something, go work for it.
Yep. Everybody actually works for the paycheck. I understand.
Yep. He said nothing's free in this world, and that was as a kid. We understood that nothing was free.
Well, all right. I'm going to
I
jump off
appreciate
here.
it, Captain.
You guys don't have any more Masonic questions? I will jump off here.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it, Captain. You gonna go sell the ship now?
Oh, there is a toilet waiting for me. It's calling my name.
Ladies and gentlemen, my TMI husband. Thank you.
That was funny. That
Yeah.
was funny. Shut up. But yeah, that was
I
funny.
turned the oven down
Hey,
because
Sid,
they're done. It's just I just turned it down so it'll keep it warm.
shush.
And like I said,
Hey,
But
get you some, baby.
yeah, he's going to sell the big ship.
You okay, Rev?
He's just yeah, I'm good. You know how I hate drama.
Yeah.
You know, I really do. I hate it. And apparently somebody has taken it upon themselves to block me for something that I had absolutely nothing to do with.
That's
And
messed
I just
up,
think
man. I wouldn't
I
block
think it's
anyone.
funny.
How's that funny?
I just think it's hilarious. I really do, because it's all supposition on their part that I had anything in any involvement, anything to do with it, and it amuses me.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't really care.
But yeah, you know, that's the thing. Pat's life. He come in last night for a couple minutes, which was cool. Like I tell people, I don't expect anybody here, but you know, I'll say this, and I'm not saying this to disrespect anybody. I'm saying this as in, I know people have lives, and people that support me, they ain't they don't have to come to my lives to support me. I get messages from you guys. That's enough to tell me, hey, wait a minute, they're still there, you know. Or if y'all are in a live, I'll do my best to get over there, you know. But you can support people in different ways, you know, and that's what I try to do. I try to message everybody that I know, you know, at least a certain point, either every day or every other day. And
Right.
I'll say this: Kitten has been a trooper. She's been every time I tell her I'm going live, she's here.
Exactly.
David makes room in his schedule same way. Carrie, same way. Carrie, I understand. Like I said, people have things they got to do. So the people who come in, I appreciate that. They don't have to do that. It's just a channel. I'm doing what I love, and that's paranormal.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as I love it or have the will to do it, meaning the body to get around to do it, then I'm gonna continue to do it. You know, no matter what kind of evil is out there or whatever. I'm not out there for that purpose. I'm out there because of the little girl, George, Vince, and the other guy, and any other spirits that want to come talk. But the night I got upset, I let myself go. The entity wasn't making me mad. I was getting pissed off in my own mind. And it's like I just got kept up, tired of it staring at me and trying to tempt me, you know. And I was just letting it know, hey, look, I'm not your average Joe. I'm not going to hit the road. I'm not going to do these things. And I shouldn't have, because for a moment, I lost my mind and forgot about the little girl and George and them. And like I said, the next night, I have to get back to the basics, because when I started out, I was about that purpose. And that's got to be my purpose every time now, is to, what's up, JBD? Here he comes.
Hey, what's
up,
up?
JBD?
Not a whole lot. I figure it's been a while, so I would humble you and say hi.
Is that a rooster on your name?
JBD, you're more than welcome anytime, brother. And
yeah, it's a rooster farting, just for Rev.
Thank you, darling.
But
thank you so much for that.
I had a question, JBD. Did you ever go back and look at that footage that night that Rev and all of us was in? And I told you I saw that face when you came
Yeah,
back up.
I was talking to someone else about that, and they're the ones that told me, and that's why I said it in your comment section tonight in your stream. It
Yeah,
followed me from the tunnel at the Forgotten Park. I don't know whoever was there watching it, but there was some stuff going on there, and they were hearing right before I left. They heard a female voice, and I wasn't near the camera. I was saying, come on, devil or whatever, let's dance." And I started dancing around in a circle, and that's when they heard a little girl voice or some sort of a younger woman voice.
yeah.
So,
Well, see, the night that that grill was going, and I saw it, I
oh,
put it in your comments. I was like, bro, because when you lift back up, I was like, that wasn't him. I was
yeah,
like, I seen a face on the back of him.
yeah, it
That'd be
followed.
crazy.
Yep, it followed from the park.
Okay. Because you went in and got your meters and everything like
Yep,
that. That toy, I remember that night. Yeah.
but that was strange because I haven't heard that sound since then out there at the grill. The grill's still there, but
That, that was weird, brother.
I mean, I don't know what would be inside. It was almost like it's like imagine someone being buried in a 55-gallon drum, and then you hear this tap, 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 tap.
Well, bro, it sounded like a human in there. And I was
Yeah.
like, what in the world is that? And when you open it up, it got quiet. You put it back down, and it sounded like somebody knocking on the thing, you know? And I was like, man, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy.
Oh yeah.
But
Hmm.
I'm glad that your shift changed. That way you'll get to do some things too, you know?
Well, yeah, they were. Uh, there was just so much going on there. Their ethics, I really didn't like their ethics on something that happened there, and how they were going about it, and then how I was being treated and working uh 12 hours and then turn around, go back in 6 hours later, do a 14-hour, and turn around, go home for 3 hours. And no,
That's
that was,
crazy, bro.
yeah. So I was like, enough is enough. And a friend of mine said, "Oh, I got the perfect job for you. You need to go apply and shoot. They will interview you on the spot. You've got peace officer experience and you've got housekeeping experience. You don't have medical experience, but they're willing to train you. Do in-home health care for mentally disabled people and physically disabled people, administer medicines and stuff like that, and just, spend some time with them.
Right.
And they're going to train me to be a CNA. And then after a CNA, I'm going to pursue it farther and go for actual registered nurse.
There you go, bro. That'd be great, bro.
And I start orientation Wednesday, and then not this week coming up, but the following week is when I start meeting the nurses for in-person training and hands-on training, and then I have to start doing online courses, take exams and stuff. So it's a whole new career path for me, and it's actually my second professional job in my life.
Well, bro, right now, nurses are wanted all around the United States more than
Yeah,
ever. More than ever.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you got a good feel, brother.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is she said, and there's going to be times, and that's why they liked my background, because sometimes, people that are mentally unstable and disabled, they don't mean to hurt you, or they're not trying to hurt you. It's just, they're not aware of their actions.
Yeah.
But I've been trained already on how to deal with people like that. I've been trained to deal with tweakers. I've been trained to deal with hardcore gangbangers and you name it. So it's
Yeah.
nothing new to me. I'm perfectly fine with it. It's just the medicine and the medical part.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, then you got a good field though, bro. You can make a lot of money out of that. I know that you're not about money, but it'll be a good living for you, is what
Oh,
I'm saying.
yeah. Right now, it's because I have no medical experience.
Yeah.
It's only 10.50 an hour for normal disabled people, and the ones that are mentally disabled, I get 12.75 plus $100 bonus that day. So, but once I get all my certifications and I get my CNA license,
Yeah.
that's when I'll start making the good money. But you got to start somewhere.
Yeah. But I finally got me a spotlight. I, I know that.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. If you DM me your address in a private message, I don't know if you watched my video of when I was at the Forgotten Park and I have the tactical light that you can see it's more powerful than your spotlight there.
Yeah. I've heard about
I've
them.
got 3 of them. I will send you one with a couple of extra batteries free of charge, just as a friend, just to help you out.
Well, brother, I mean, that's what. Hensley, are you still in here? All right, kid. Hensley, are you still in here? You know, Hensley's that type of person. I mean, the family. I'm gonna say this. I've always been kind of like when I was in high school, I was the outcast, but
Yeah.
I was my own outcast because I had
Well,
my own set of rules. I had my own. That's the reason I've
yeah,
always took the outlaw name and just ran with it because I had my own set of
yeah.
rules.
Well, the
But
postal service is running a few weeks behind, but
yeah,
if you send me the info tonight, I will mail it out by Tuesday, and you should hopefully have it by next Tuesday or shortly after.
okay. I mean, brother, I appreciate that. I mean, like I
And
tell anybody, nobody has to do anything. It's just, I mean,
who said anyone had to do anything? I'm
that's what
doing it
I'm
to
saying. I
help
said,
you out. It's going to make it easier for you to maneuver your camera. You don't
yeah,
have that extra until you get used to everything.
yeah,
Use your big old spotlight just as a backup.
yeah.
You know, but
I'll take it in case the spirits drain the tactical life.
I'll I'll even do you one better. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, stay right there. Here
Well,
it
I ain't
is.
going nowhere, bro.
Okay, I found it. Let me turn my camera on. I'm smoking up, so I hope it don't hurt your channel. But
No.
all right, I'm gonna take my flashlight off of this because this is a different one. But I rigged this up. You can see it's been jerry rigged, but you can. I'm gonna put the flashlight in that holder where this one is. You can hold your phone in that, so that way you're gonna be a hand free. Everything's gonna be all up on it.
All right, bro. I mean, I
So
appreciate that. I mean, brother.
it'll be a better flashlight than I'm putting in there. This one isn't quite as bright. I just use this for around the house
Yeah,
and the cars. But yeah, that way you can put your phone up there. Doing it one-handed, it's hard, but there you can lift that up to place your phone in there. I made a hole at the top to where you can put an extra screw. So if you have a IR light you want to plug into there or anything else you want to add to it, you can. I tinker a lot. It's not the
I,
prettiest, but it's very
that
effective.
looks like that looks like it was built that way. I mean, seriously. I mean, it looks
So, but
built that way.
I'll put a light in there and I'll send that off to you to help you out.
Well, I appreciate that, brother. I mean, you know,
And here's
and
the light. I'll show you the light because it's right here. I'm all about helping people.
well, brother. I mean, once I get, I mean, I know it may never happen, but I'll put it this way: I've been fortunate enough. Would you get down? Now you're starting to get me upset now. But anyway,
There we go.
blessed to have great
Here's the
friends.
flashlight.
Uh-huh.
That's the one I was using at the park that was so bright that you could see so far away.
That's like
And,
that one that military guy has on that commercial, ain't it? Or
well,
one.
it's better. It's
Oh,
100
okay.
times better. Those are small ones. I've got
Yeah.
one. I'll show you the difference. Can you see the wall?
Yeah.
Okay, now hold on. I've got that one you just said.
Yeah.
And
Because I know that was supposed to be a good one too.
no, they're junk.
Okay.
They're junk, and I'm about ready to show you. I'll show you proof right here. Let me put the cigarette out then.
Down.
All right, you ready?
There. Yeah.
I wish I could turn my camera around towards.
All
Okay,
you got to do
here's
is hit them three
this.
buttons.
This is the one that you're talking about right here. All right, I'm gonna turn it around. Okay, there's that one right there.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Yeah, that other one's like a hybrid.
Okay, but wait, just wait. I hope you still see it on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's the one I'm sending you. It's
Whoa.
smaller.
It's like 10 times, 100 times brighter than that other one.
Well, especially if it was a full charge, it would overpower that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it does right now because you can tell the difference between the two.
But
That's crazy.
those, and it takes two 18650 batteries.
Let me
This
ask
one,
you. Oh,
this one that you're talking about only takes 3 AAA batteries, but I've got a 18650 battery in that also, just so it lasts longer. But they're junk.
Oh, okay.
This is the Mac Daddy.
Get down.
And
Now stop.
hold on.
Stop.
I know I got another one in here with a better battery in it.
So, you mean that night after all that was said and you did your your meters and the bear, that noise just completely stopped, never happened after that night?
Yep, it completely stopped and never
That's
happened
crazy.
again.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
I don't know where my other one is. Heck,
David, y'all still in chat?
I'm gonna really hook you up. I'm gonna send you a black light too. Ultraviolet. It's ultraviolet, and it helps if there's shadow people and spirits around. It'll help pick them up.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's a good size one. I'm gonna hook you up with a care package, brother.
Well, I appreciate it, brother. I mean, I'm doing what I love, and that's the main purpose. If you don't love something, don't do it.
Yeah.
And that's what I've always believed. And after talking and just listening to everybody, I mean, I took everybody's advice, like on the cemetery. After that, Oh,
here's another thing. I'm gonna send you this too.
What is that?
It's a headlamp.
Yeah.
And you can tilt it. I don't have batteries for it. I've got to get more. It takes two 18650 batteries, but it has you can charge it up with your phone charger once you put them in there. But it's got a spotlight.
Wow.
And you can have them all on at once or just individual. So
if you're going somewhere dark, man, you ain't gonna see dark. You're gonna see everything under.
Well, I'm also working on. I tore a light apart, and I got the wires all unhooked, but I put it back together now for now until I can figure out how to hook it up on my. But I'm gonna take it all apart, make a new case for it, and I'm gonna put it on my C
Your camera?
holder.
Your camera?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna find a way to mount it on top of this,
Oh, that's nice, bro. That's nice.
and I'm gonna make it solar powered to where it'll be charged by the sun.
Right.
So if we're out at a park or something and camping or going on a deep explorer, you don't have to worry about it.
Bro, did you not? What you just said, that's another way you can make easy money is like taking apart stuff like that and building your own solar like light. You
I
know,
do it all the time. Yeah.
I mean, you can make money like that because
Uh,
you
well,
you
actually,
go
I've
ahead.
made a deal with someone in my live stream yesterday. Another David, not Vingman David, but another David, and he liked my walking cane that I built that has a solar light and a bunch of other stuff on it. And we made a deal with each other. He's going to send me a vape pen and 5 vape flavors, and in exchange for him doing that for me, I'm going to make him a survival cane.
Wow, ain't bad.
So
What would we call that? We're
bartering.
trading. We're
Yep,
doing the
bartering.
market. Yeah.
I didn't mean to chase Rev and all them off.
Oh, okay, David. Rev, you still in here?
No, they went off when I came on.
No, she had it on mute. I think she was talking to Captain.
Mm. But yeah,
Carrie, you still in here? I know
but
David's in there, Kitten's in here.
I'm gonna hook you up.
Well, I appreciate it, brother. I mean, I mean, even if I didn't have a light, I would still do it because, like I tell people, when the lights go off or the sun
Well,
goes down, my eyes
and
focus to my
yeah,
surroundings.
but this is because if you're like me, you like constructive criticism. All right. I love your videos, and that's what I want to help you with. Because when you're out at nighttime and you're moving around until you get really used to it and comfortable with it, uh, you want it to be as smooth as possible, and you want that light to not look where you're looking.
Yeah.
You want wherever your camera lens is facing is where that light should be. So, like you'll be you're moving the light around, like look over here, and
Yeah.
so people are trying to follow that light constantly. It's
Yeah.
going to make it easier for the audience to stay focused on that. And then you're going to be able to also stay focused because you're not going to have to worry about, you got your phone in one hand and the light in this hand and
Right.
trying to correlate the two.
Right.
So, help you out as much as I can. And
Well, I appreciate it, brother. I mean, that's like Hensley. I mean, Hensley's been a big help, I mean, everybody in the family, like I said, even if they pop into my chat, like past life, he's been in other lives and I've tried to go to other lives, but it's like I'm so tired of it. And I just appreciate
what
anybody coming,
what would you do if you had a spirit box?
just ask questions like I always do.
No, I mean, would you be ecstatic?
That would be a lot. Well, I mean, it would
Well,
be
here's the
something.
thing. I'll let you be the first one to claim it if you want, because I'm going to get the SB11, not the 7, but the next one up. I want to get the 11, and I've got the SB box from Ghost Stop website.com.
Yeah.
It's an $80 spirit box, and they usually run sales. You can get it for $60 when it's on sale. But if you want, I'll donate that to you to use too.
Well, I mean, if you need anything for it, I mean, I always
Nope.
send it back. You know, I mean,
Nope. I was saying that so you know it's not no cheapie and that it's a legit spirit box.
yeah,
It's the one that you
mean,
saw me use that night.
that would make it easier for the audience to hear a lot of things I'm hearing.
Well, that's the thing though. Spirit boxes, I don't like them myself because I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know, I can't stand it. It drives me nuts. And when I go out by myself, that's more that I got to try harder to focus on outside noise away from it.
Yeah.
But I'll let you be the first to claim it if you want it. I'm all about giving back to the community.
That'd be cool, brother. I mean, cause
Give me
I've
about a
seen
month and it'll be yours.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that, brother. I mean,
We're going to get you hooked up.
huh?
I started with nothing. I know what it's like, and we're going to get you hooked up.
Well, I mean, the thing about it, and David, was it you also? I know there's a few people that said it, but for me, just using my phone, I've captured a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You
do.
And it's like, wow, I mean, because you see a lot of people trying to use their phone, and it's like, okay, what are you listening to? I don't hear or see anything. And it's like, I've been told, you captured something or I heard something. I'm like, well, that graveyard don't disappoint. That graveyard is a legitimate place to where things happen,
Oh, I had to turn that thing off because I was getting a headache from it. Sorry.
That's fine. Go ahead. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we'll put it in clean bins.
But
we'll put it in clean bins for you.
Well, I think we're going to drag all that bin out to the garage and just put it in the garage. And then once I won't look through it, we'll take everything out of the garage.
Okay.
And just do it outside now.
That's fine. All right, sorry about that.
That's fine.
All right, now
I'm gonna also ask y'all this. I know you. I think Petrus wasn't in here the other night, but I need y'all to pray for my. What is that?
That's what I'm gonna give you in a month when I get my SB11.
Holy! You'll have to tell me how to work that thing.
And you can use it as a voice recorder. But yeah, I'll pray for you.
Well, no, pray for my friend Angel because her son has corona, and her boss lady and her son. That's how her son got it, obviously, because he stays with her. But there's 12 patients where she works that has, so if y'all will keep her in prayers because
most definitely, and that's nothing to mess with, and that's another reason why I quit the gas station. As someone on first shift tested positive for COVID, and we all had to get tested. Thank God mine came back negative, and so did everyone else except one person. They let everyone off and quarantined for a week except for me, even though they turned up negative. And I had to work in a gas station with all new crew from out of state that treated me like crap. And I was like, no. And then that was totally not fair at all.
Yeah. So. Well, any job I've ever had, I guess that's the reason that Buffalo Rock, before I injured my back, my boss man was like, "You're a go-getter, aren't you?" I was like, "Well, I'm not going to take mess from nobody." I said, "You may be my boss man, but you don't own me." You
Yeah.
can only tell me what you want to tell me. I said, if I don't think it's fair, I'm going to tell you what I think is fair. And I said, if we need to, we'll go to the big boss man, you know. I said, but
Exactly.
I'm going to never bow down and let somebody just run over me. It's not going to happen.
Never. Never ever.
You can come up if you want pictures. Oh, Hensley's still up
Sure.
in here. I think Hensley left, I think. I'm not sure. Are you still in here, Hensley? I know it's Kitten and David and you.
But
It's only showing me two in chat. But there's three of you I know of.
but with that spirit box, you can YouTube or go through my videos. I did a review and showed how to use it. So,
Okay.
but you can use it as a standalone voice recorder too, and then play it back.
Well, I may test it out like that because sometimes just the basic recorders gets more than the
Yep.
spirit box does.
Exactly.
So I mean, whatever works out, I'm gonna try that first, and if it works good, then I try the spirit box, see how the spirit box does. I mean, if both of them does it, I'll swap up and go from one to the other. I don't want to eliminate something that's working.
Mm-hmm.
That's like I'm gonna say I'm blessed to have that graveyard because it keeps giving. So I've not seen too many graveyards that keeps giving like that one does.
Well,
I mean,
consider this your early Christmas gift.
all right, well, I appreciate it, brother. I have to come up with something for you.
I ain't worried about it.
Well, no, I mean, I was always taught.
Watching you use it in your videos will be my reward.
Oh, we'll catch a light if that black light shows shadow people. We'll catch a light, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean it. That's the thing, and like I say, David, Dave, Ancient people that are in the chat. Usually, if you ever want to come up and you're in here, you can always come up. I always put the link in there so anybody can come up. But the thing about it, the eyes behind the screen are usually Ancient, David, if Past Life's in here, or Rev or anybody like that. It's like I don't know. There's
I gotta
many of
mute for a
times.
minute.
Oh, that's fine. But there's a lot of times that I don't hear or see something, and those guys are the ones that pick up on it quick. And I have to go with their judgment because they've been quite right more times than none. And that's the reason I love those guys, what they do, because they prevented me from doing things that could have been pretty messed up if I had done it. And I mean, I tell David all the time, I tell Dave when he's in here, I tell Past Life, anybody that's ever in my chats and don't want to come up, appreciate it, thank you, and love you guys, because, you guys are my behind the screen eyes, and you guys make the difference when it comes down to things turning deadly. Well, not deadly, but could turn deadly depending on how it wants to react. But, like last night, David informed me that there was a huge demon over there. So, it's kind of like I have to keep my eyes open. And the hellhound, that thing wasn't there. And I used my spotlight to spotlight it. It wasn't there. And it was staring me down, before it walked away. And this was the other night when I was in the cemetery. But
All right, I'm back.
all right, who's all in chat? Are you still here, kid? David, Carrie? I know Victor says
I probably scared everybody away.
no. Everybody knows JBD. They know that grill. That grill was making noise.
Eh,
That was weird though. I mean,
it
that grill
was.
was like somebody was in it. And you
Hmm.
opened it, it got quiet, and then you shut it, and it's like it went right back to making that noise. And it was like, okay, cool.
Yep, it was pretty bizarre. I haven't heard it since then.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
guess Beatrice, you're the only one in the chat, or David, or Kitten, because it's showing me one person.
You
I think,
need to get on TikTok. You need to branch out so you can do what start advertising yourself
okay,
more. But you don't want to do every single video that you do on TikTok. Like with me, about twice a week or once to twice a week, you do it to where your green screen background for TikTok is your YouTube channel or one of your videos or a playlist or something. And you just toss it out there for people to see it, and just remind them. And then you have your link up in your bio of
yeah,
TikTok. So,
okay.
it'll really help you out. And you can also go live on TikTok once you
Yeah.
get to 1,000 followers, but I'll help you do that.
Well, see, you and Jen the fam. I mean, there's plenty of the fam, that I watch, but Jenny the fam, she's like you are. I mean, but Jenny, she does all kinds of videos. I mean, she talks.
I'm the one that designed her logos that you see
Oh,
on her
Jenny the fam.
t-shirts and her channel.
Oh,
I
cool,
did her logos and her banner, yeah.
cool.
I did Jose Puerto Ricans too.
Oh, yeah, Jose, that's a good guy, man. I like Jose.
Him and I've been friends for 6 years now.
Yeah, Jose, that's a great guy, man. I mean,
Yeah,
first time he met me, or we talked in the comments or whatever,
yeah,
it's like, he accepts everybody.
yeah.
You
Him
know,
and I go way back.
yeah. That I mean,
Jenny's the same way. Jenny, eventually she's gonna come up here and collab with me, and
I told her one night she forgot. I guess I was in Alabama, and she was like, "What part of Alabama?" I said, "Well, Vernon." She was like, "Well, okay." I said, "Yeah, we may have to get something
my
in the
my
cemetery."
friends live in Alabama too.
Yeah.
They're just south of Birmingham.
Oh, Birmingham. That's only two hours from here.
Yeah, I forget the town, but it's a little town south of Birmingham, and
Uh,
um,
Hueytown, Adamsville, Graysville,
no,
uh,
um,
Centerville, Centerville, uh, Helena, uh, south of it. Okay, we're talking
so
about
yeah, but I
okay,
can't. If I heard it, I would know it, but
Bessemer,
no,
Hueytown's the other way. Uh, Hoover,
it's like I'd say probably an hour and a half, 2 hours away south of Birmingham.
it's gonna be closer to Montgomery then. Um, let's see. There is Hoover. There is Homewood. There, um, Pelham. Uh, there's dang, what's that town next to Pelham?
They
Uh,
had a they had a tornado 2 years ago, if that helps any.
I know where you're talking about. It's down there by what's that town? Phoenix City. Uh, Ozark.
I want to say it starts with an O.
Ozark.
It could be Ozark because I know it starts with an O.
Oh, Odenville or something.
There you go.
Odenville or something. I knew there was another town. I just couldn't think of it. Odenville, I think is the name of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know about where that is.
And then I used to live in Dolan, Alabama for 2 months.
Dolan or Dothan?
Yeah. Dothan. I say Dolan, yeah, but it's Dothan.
Yeah, Dothan, and then right next to Dothan is Ozark, and then there's Fort Rucker, which is the military base.
Yeah.
How I know about that is because my dad was a helicopter instructor on the military base.
Well, that's cool.
Before he got kicked out and he had cancer, and they went back in to see if he had it, and he didn't have that, but they found out he had brain cancer, and then shortly after he died from brain cancer. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
we didn't really get along, but
Yeah.
I tried there at the end to get along with him, but he was stuck in that mindset. He didn't want to get along. So
I lost my father-in-law 3 years ago now.
yeah,
He complications of Agent Orange and some other health issues, and he was a Vietnam veteran.
I'm sorry about your dad, man.
Him and I were real close for being a father-in-law. He was a good guy. One of the only ones down here that was on my side.
Yeah. There's, and that's the sad thing about, what should I say, millennial families, meaning they think you can outcast other family members. And back when I grew up, family was family. Yeah, we have problems, but we always stuck together. And it's like, as the millennium age came along, all that went to hell, as you would say. you know, it all went to hell quick.
And there's no there. I just looked at the comments. Where is there? Is Victrix and David Vingman still in here?
David is. I don't know who else is in the chat besides David. Kitten, are you still in here?
Maybe I'll hop off. That way everyone will come back.
Nah. What? You better get up off my bed. I done told you about that. Just get your ass whooped. I done told you about that. Would you get down? What is your problem? Why you want on me all the time? Man, like a darn leech, man. Go to sleep up under me. Wake up under me. It's like, dang, take a break. Take a break. And I'm going to beat your butt. You better get, when I leave the house, you're going in the living room and you're staying there.
Yeah.
I'm tired of you. Mama cat, she acts like she don't know how to do anything right anymore. So I'm going to leave her little tail out in the living room. We're going to see how long she gets used to it. Tired of this crap. Yeah, talking about you. You going out in the living room. But yeah. Yeah, David's the only one in the chat. hey, that's what I say. David, now I have to say constantly, which I'm not saying nothing bad about anybody, but constantly David and Kitten, they've been there, which, like I tell people, they're different. Now get your butt down.
Yeah, some people can't always make it, or
Right.
you have like what I was going through with that crappy job I was working. And
well, it's like I tell people have their own lives, and just because you can't come into my chat, I don't say, well, nobody cares. Somebody can care by just messaging, like when I message you or
yeah,
Dave or whoever. when you get a message back, you know that person's still there. So it don't matter if
Exactly.
they get to come or not. You know that no matter what, they got your back. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have to have people. You can have nobody
Yeah.
in your live or chat, and
Yeah.
still know that people are there for you.
Yeah.
You know.
But I have secluded myself a little bit from a lot of channels because of just so much drama going on, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I can't stand it. I got enough drama in my own personal life, and I don't want to deal with it in social media either.
Well, I know South Cax is calling out a lot of stuff. You know, AK does. I mean,
Yeah.
Kevin's on their trip, and then South Cax their trip, and Jay and Brandon they're fixing to get started back up. So, I'll say this: Jay and Brandon, from day one, before I even had my neck surgery, Jay, we started texting, then me and Brandon, and so forth, so on. It just started,
Yeah.
more and more people, and it's like, okay, cool,
Yeah.
and but Jay, when he started out after surgery, he texted me back and asked me if I was okay, which at that time I was just trying to keep the pain away, because I'll tell anybody, you have surgery, you thought it was going to get easier after surgery. That's
Yeah.
not until down the road. Right away,
Yeah.
you're hurting worse.
Oh wow.
But like in my neck, I have 4 discs from C3 to C7 that was gone, and it wasn't pretty.
Yeah. See,
Go
I've
ahead.
got issues with my neck and my L3, from L3 all the way to L7, and then I've got bone degeneration, so I can relate to all that. It sucks.
Thanks, DOC. Is that my new name, DOC now? Kitten said, thanks, DOC.
I still feel like I chased away all your people, though.
No, 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 no. David said that he thought that Rev and them had dinner in the oven. So there was 2 people right there gone because of dinner. So that's
Oh yeah,
yeah.
my kitten was up there, and you
Well,
had someone
she's
else
back.
up
She's right
there.
there. She sometimes like she'll go eat and she'll come back. I mean, I've noticed that about her. If she's got something to do, she'll go back or leave and she'll come back.
Carry
David,
theft.
huh?
I said carry theft too.
Well, Carrie's got something going on with a
Uh,
spirit that, you know, she's trying to help right now. So if she leaves,
uh,
I can kind of understand that. Uh,
yeah,
I mean, anything like that. I mean, if anybody leaves, I mean, I understand. That's like, you know, I know Boston's on the go all the time. So
yeah.
if she
She's
has
awesome.
to, yeah, she's awesome. I mean, she supports my channel. She's helped me with a lot, as in try to, she hooked me up with one of her guy friends that right after he helped me, he went on Twitter and said, y'all go check out my friend Michael Trewick's channel,
Yeah.
and it was like, wow, that just met this guy and this guy's already trying to show love. It's like,
Mhm.
I have nothing but mad respect for something like that. But she's awesome. Kitten's awesome. David's awesome. Ancient. I mean, the list. Like I told everybody, if I did a list of people that I really appreciate, it would take me about 3 days to get the list done. You know, I mean, that's people that actually are not about the drama, or not trying to bring it into the. I mean, yeah, I know people may watch my videos. There are people that may not care for me because of certain situations, and I care less.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to stop liking me because of a situation, I choose a friend to stand by that friend that had issues, you know.
Yeah.
And
So
you know,
are you
thanks, Doc.
are are you learning a lot more about the paranormal? Like, I'm gonna ask you some I already know the answers because I actually do videos of paranormal one-on-one type of thing,
Yeah.
101, explaining them. Are you learning the differences between like your hauntings and what you're seeing, like a residual and a intelligent and noisy ghost and stuff like
Oh,
that, so you know what you're dealing with?
oh yeah. The main ones over at the graveyard. George is your. He's one of the intelligent ones. He's like, to me, I call him. I call him Ghost Rider because the night I got into it with the entity,
Yeah,
he
I
jumped,
remember that. Yeah,
he jumped right in. You know,
and
he
it's a
knew.
great movie too, by the way, one of my favorites.
Uh, but you know, the thing about it is the little girl is an intelligent spirit. I mean, she laughs when she really wants it to be known, or she'll do something to let it be known. That's like that night I got upset, you know. She's the first one that touched me, and I went from being angry as anything to calm. Then George came over and put his hand on me, and I just got even calmer. You know, it's like,
I'm gonna throw a curveball at you then. Now, I want to ask you a true or false question.
yeah,
A poltergeist is always evil.
nope,
True or
correct,
false?
incorrect.
There you go. There you
Because
go.
there can be a spirit that's upset about something that can be a poltergeist, and then there also is the
And they're
entities.
yep. And they're just trying to get your attention because they
But the
want to be
entities,
acknowledged or helped.
are out to hurt you in some kind of
Yeah,
fashion. You know,
there you go.
yeah, and that's the kind I tell
Good.
people. You ain't got to worry about these ones like I deal with over here. The ones you
Yeah,
got to worry about are the poltergeists. Those
yeah,
are the ones because if they want you dead, they can get a knife and cut you all in, out,
yeah.
whatever. You know, so yeah.
That's why technically poltergeist, it's actually called in the paranormal world, scientific world, as noisy ghost. That's what you
Yeah,
call the noisy ghost.
yeah. I just
But
call
the
poltergeist
movie,
because you know
yeah,
they if you read up on poltergeist, that's what they do. They make
yeah,
things move. They do what they want to pretty much.
exactly. And
And
another thing is,
they can push you. They can,
yeah,
you know, do everything that a normal spirit or even an evil entity can't do
yeah.
sometimes. You know.
And just remember, like right now, you may not go tomorrow night or tomorrow, but George and even the evil ones there, they already know what time and what day you're going back.
Oh no, no, no. George is the good one.
I
He,
know he is, yeah.
yeah.
But what I'm
The
saying is
evil
even
ones, yeah,
him,
yeah,
the
yeah. The evil ones, they know when I'm
good and
coming back.
evil, yeah, they know exactly when you're coming back and when you're gonna be there.
But the thing about it, like I keep telling people, I don't care when I go or don't go. When I do go, I do know this. Vince is behind George, meaning he's maybe not as powerful, but as we know, George is one of these ghost riders to me. He
Yeah.
fights evil. And that's the reason certain parts of between here and there is peaceful. Like last night at over towards graveyard, when something told me to back up, and I asked David, I said, "Did you feel that?" He was like, "Yes." So I said, "Do you think I should go home?" He was like, "Yeah, go home." Well, I was hurting in my back like something was trying to drain me, you know. And I walked back by the trade school, and it's like George just put his hands on me, and I felt better once I walked past there because I just took my pain med before I walked out there.
Yeah.
So when I got back, it's like it was kicked in again. And I know some people, oh, it can't kick in twice. Well, if you got a spirit that can heal you or, touch you and you feel better, yeah, you can. And yes, it does happen. I mean,
Yeah.
if anybody don't believe that, then you don't know anything about the paranormal. Because
Exactly.
a spirit can touch you. If it's an evil touch, you're gonna know. You're gonna have that
Well,
sensation.
you know before it even touches you that it's around.
Right. But when it comes near you, you got that sensation.
Yeah.
You'll get chills sometimes. Me, I get chills and I feel like something's there.
With evil, I get a cold chill. With good spirits, it's a warm feeling. I don't
Yeah.
get goosebumps. I get like a warm rush that like goes through me. But
Right.
anything evil, I know it's evil because all of a sudden I get goosebumps. My hair stands up. I feel the coldness,
Oh,
you know, and that's when I go into defense mode and let it know. Sometimes I get ballsy and I don't ever recommend it, but I start challenging it
yeah,
because my
that's
faith in my
right.
faith in God is so strong, and my faith in
Yeah.
myself. I know what I'm doing. So
Well, see, I let myself go that night because see me, I'm a fighter. Meaning when I have
well,
to, I'll fight. But when
and
I
that's okay if you do it the right way.
right,
Like, like me, I'll say, come on, bring it on, do whatever you want to do, because through my faith in God and through my faith in myself and through the power of God and His light, you cannot hurt me. So go ahead, come on, try it, let's go. But I keep talking about my God and Jesus the whole time.
yeah,
That I'm not doing it as a
well,
I'm a Billy Bad Butt and you
yeah.
can't
Well,
phase
see,
me.
that's where I went sideways. Is I let my mind go to my place, and the thing that I guess infuriated it even more is I kept saying, "I rebuke you in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ." If you say those words, you're
Yeah,
uproar, you know. So me knowing that, I was kind of tempting it. Come on, you want to test me? This is what it is.
yeah,
I know a little bit more than you giving me credit for, evil entity. So here
yeah,
you go.
exactly.
I'm gonna throw this at you, and it may have
Mm.
been saying you don't know nothing about that, but see, they also I think know that I messed myself up from being a preacher, so they also know that. You know, they
Yeah,
should know that. I was so deep into the word to where
yeah.
I could like when I moved to Georgia, my aunt she would ask me a question, any question she wanted, and I didn't have to open the Bible or nothing. I could just memorize it and tell her where to go.
Yeah.
So oh, Carrie's back. Hey, Carrie.
Well, I devoted 2 years of my life because I wanted to make sure that it was one of my bucket lists to do, and I not only I wanted to read the Bible page from front to back, page by page, not
Right,
skipping anything. Well, I ended up doing it, reading it 3 times, front to back, memorizing a lot of stuff, learning a lot of it, and I use that
right,
for my protection now. That knowledge and constantly running it through your head.
right. Righteous, righteous. That's true.
But
Hey, like I
it's not.
tell
It's,
everybody, if evil follows me home, one thing nobody knows about me, see, well, except for the people in the chat, I've always got this sitting right in my counter, right here where I sit. So,
I've got darkness that follows me a lot from my younger years, and when
yeah.
I was really stupid, I was into the dark arts.
Oh,
But I got away from it,
right,
and I've learned how to keep it at bay and how to control it. But it's always there, and it's never gonna leave. But I can balance the light and the dark. Yeah, I once you read a satanic Bible or the dark arts, you've screwed the pooch.
yeah.
And
Something's always going to follow you. I mean, whether
oh
you
yeah,
change your life.
Yeah,
You know?
people see it quite often in my videos when I'll be live streaming.
Yeah,
I know it's there. I won't say anything, and all of a sudden, someone will say something that they see it, and I
yeah,
know exactly what it is. It's one of the gatekeepers. It's
right,
Cthulhu.
right.
So
Yeah. So, Terry said hello, JBD.
hi, Terry. Yeah, we've been friends a while. I think for 2 years now, or a year, two
Yeah.
years, a year.
I'm sorry you got a migraine, Carrie. Sorry about that.
Oh, I got a headache too from sinuses. It's
Yeah,
allergies and this weather with the rain. Oh my
right.
gosh.
Yeah,
The barometric pressure, the air pressure gives you headaches.
right. Yep. But yeah, but yeah, like tomorrow or tomorrow night into morning. Yeah, I'll go back over there. It's just tonight I can't really do it because in the morning I got to get up and get my script. So if I do one tonight, it's the reason I did it during the daytime. If I do it
Well,
at
you need
night,
to get yourself some sleep then, get some rest.
well, see, also, I know they're trying to drain me, the evil entities, but my mind is stronger than them trying to drain my energy. And
Yep.
it's like anything. Like I tell people, I know people that are hooked on pain meds, but I've taken every kind there is nearly, and I've never been hooked. And you know
Yeah.
why? Because
I'm the
it's
same
all up
way.
here. It's all up here.
Yep. I'll go 2 or 3 weeks without mine just to flush my kidneys and liver out, just to, because it's bad on your body. And then I'll take them again or take them as needed.
But yeah, but I know tomorrow night for sure that I'm gonna do another graveyard. Um,
Well, don't forget to DM me your address.
I will. I will. That won't be a problem. But yeah, I'm all. It's already like 8 something, I think, here. And what I'm
It's
gonna do is
9 o'clock here.
yeah, I'm gonna get something to eat, and I'm gonna kind of lay around until I get so tired I can't keep my eyes open. And
There you go.
in the morning, I'll probably have to get up so I can at 8 o'clock call the pharmacy and say, "Hey, look, when can y'all have them filled?"
Yeah.
Because I got to have them and see what it is. I took
Well,
I took my last pain med tonight, so it's tomorrow's when I get them. So it's like it all works out.
good. I can't wait to see you use your little gift
Yeah,
box or open it.
I appreciate that, brother. I mean, thank you. I mean,
I'm I'm gonna go ahead and make it a priority mail too, so that way, because the postal service is so. I ordered an electric razor a month ago, and I still haven't got it yet. It keeps saying it delayed and hung up. It's up in Chicago or Illinois, someplace. I don't know.
yeah,
And it's been a month and I haven't got it yet, and I paid $40 for that damn thing.
damn.
Well, tonight I ordered some more masks from SA. I got the
Oh,
camo.
you do SA too? I got my clown. I
Yeah,
got my
and
penguin. I
yeah,
love their mask.
well, I wasn't going to, but I'm camo man. So I got the camo and I got two camo skull ones. The
Yeah,
camo with the
they're
skull,
bad.
because
Yeah,
that's me right there. So
I
I
got.
went ahead and did it.
I love the clown ones, but I have to kind of be careful who's
Yeah,
in the chat because
yeah. And I got the pumpkin one. I got
I-
the pumpkin one too.
oh man, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So,
I've been on almost 3 hours 30 minutes. Whoa,
yeah.
I know that. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna eat me something. Try to
All right. Well, thanks for having me up and talking with you.
Brother. Anytime, but I appreciate all of you coming in. I love all y'all, and I'll DM you when I get through with this, and then
And yeah, Carrie, I miss my brother Nerd of the North. I need to try and make some more of his streams again. I miss him.
all right. Well, I mean, if y'all need anything, y'all know. And like, I'm gonna say this, Carrie. Thank you for coming in. I love you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you, David. You're always watching my back. Thank you. Love you, brother. Thank you, JBD. Love you, brother. Kitten. Thank
Oh,
you.
no problem.
It means a lot that you support me as much as you do. Thank you. I mean, that's the same way with David and anybody else. But I love you. If y'all need anything, message me. But thank y'all so much for coming, and I love y'all guys. But I will talk to y'all here later.